Oh yeah, it's time to talk. You talk to me, I talk to you. That was a great fight on Saturday, man. Great fight. We'll be talking about that. Panel will be talking about that Saturday's fight. But for me, it was definitely a great fight. Very tense, very high level. Cannot complain. Great fight. We have another very good fight coming up this weekend. The fight between Tim Kazoo and Bakram Murtazaliev. What is his bid to become a two-time junior middleweight champion? I like his chances. I think he can do it. I've seen Bakram. That's a nice outfit. I've seen Bakram, and he's big for the weight. He's got height and length. He's a big guy for 154. He can punch a bit, at least well enough to take out Jack Colquet in the latter stages of their fight. But you want to remember that Jack Colquet was actually in his late 30s. You know, he is in his late 30s. He's not a young guy, he's an older guy. Not the biggest junior middleweight either, and not the hardest puncher. What he brought to the table was a lot of experience. And at least in previous instances, he's a crafty guy, is the best way to describe him. He's crafty, but Bakram Murtazaliev knocking him out, I don't really take that out of context. That I still think Tim should be able to beat this guy. I think he is going to beat this guy. Probably stops him. If you watch the fight with Bakram and Jack Colquet was actually winning that fight up until he got knocked out. So Bakram just found a good shot that really Jack got tired, is what it is. But I do like that fight. That's gonna go down this Saturday on Amazon. That's the one free fight they're gonna give us this year, and I will be going live for it. I will be going live for that fight. Um, there's only 3 fights on that whole card, by the way. It's not a full card, with 3 fights in the prelim and 3 or 4 more in the main. It's only really 3 fights. 3 fights. One of them is the main event. I don't really think that's a bad thing, but I'm just telling you, it's not a regular situation, and you can see that, because they only got 3 fights on the card. Little Tiggy, what it do? You know. And yeah, man. Lots of polarizing views in reference to this weekend's fight. A lot of people leaning too far to one side, too far to another. That's why I can't talk. I don't really like talking boxing on social media per se, as strange as that might sound, because it's too many weirdos, man. It's just too many weirdos. If somebody tells me they scored that fight for Dimitri, I could see how you got there. I understand. I could see how that happened. But I also see that Artur, for me, based on how I looked at it, it looked like Artur won. It did. It looked like Artur won, and I ain't mad at it. Just run it back. If anything, if it's like that and it's tight and everybody's arguing, well, that's when you do the rematch. That's when you do that. That's the right reason to do a rematch at that. You know, a lot of the times we see rematches in this era, because somebody had a rematch clause. And sometimes that's not a good enough reason. Sometimes. The way it was before, even without a rematch clause, if the fight was close and it was tight and a lot of people felt like this guy won or that guy won, okay, well, then that's when you do the rematch to settle it. Shout out to Roman. I scored it for Bivol. Very good class fight. Perhaps they should go again. That's what's great. Yeah, that's what great boxers give us, man. You know? Can't complain. I like the fight. I like the card. I noticed that there were a lot of people that were complaining that at least there was one advertisement that I saw that said that we were supposed to get that as part of our DAZN subscription. And I don't really know what happened there, to be honest. I don't know what happened there, but we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about that tonight. About to post a link in the chat for my man Leo. Got my man Ruben Gutierrez, every. Got my man D Son with the Nissan driving a Toyota Corolla. Shout out to my man D Son. had it a draw, but a rematch should happen. I agree. That's the perfect fight to do a rematch for. You know, that's the kind of fight you do a rematch for. Leo, what it do?
Buena, buena, ¿cómo estamos, Julius?
We here, you know. So what so you know, now that you had time to process the fight and all of that, was it what you wanted it to be?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, Bivol was kind of, I'm not going to say disappointing because he fought a great fight, but I expected more than him, and maybe it was a tall order for him to
Mm-hmm.
actually try to fight him. This is the best example. Do you remember the Liam Paro fight
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
versus Suriel Matias?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, that fight, I didn't like that fight because Liam Paro was doing a good fight, but it was a lot of clinching. It was a lot of trying to disrupt the Suviel Matias without throwing punches, without moving, just by clinching.
Mm.
Sometimes there were three
Leo,
or four.
Leo, I'm glad you said that because that's what I think he has to do. Go ahead.
Yeah,
That's literally what I think he has to do.
yeah, and I think it was the right thing to do at that moment. But I didn't like it because I usually don't like when boxers try to rely on that kind of strategies to win a fight. But in this case, yeah, you spend too much time um, trying to wear the storm when you didn't have to. And with a guy like Beterbiev, look, even if you're blocking the punches, you're gonna look like crap because it's gonna hurt.
Eso es
And
lo que yo dije.
everyone knew that you were hurting, even when you were keeping your hands up and trying to block punches. So, and this is the other thing that I I cannot say this enough. If you are in a professional boxing match, the end of the round is very fucking important. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
stop throwing fucking punches 1 minute left in the round. No, you cannot expect to people say maybe that you dominate, quote unquote, you dominate the first 2 minutes, and the other
Mm.
minute you got your shit beat out. Maybe someone is gonna give you a round, but for the eyes of the judges, you cannot rely on that.
Y eso es la cultura del boxeo, que eso se sabe that, bro, if you finish strong, that's how you steal around, bro. Like, you might have been getting your ass beat. You might have been getting outboxed, I'll say, in the first 2.5 minutes. If some fly shit happens in the last 30 seconds, they get it around. Let me go to undefeated. Undefeated, what did you think, bro? Was it a robbery or not?
No, I thought first of all, what a fight! Number one versus number two for
Mm-hmm.
undisputed, toe
Mm-hmm.
to toe action, no running, no ducking, mano a mano. Great fight, great fight. Robbery, I wouldn't call it a robbery. Very competitive. If Bebo would have won, I mean, okay, but I thought Better be won, so I agree with the scoring. Great fight.
Mm.
Um, I think what they said is up to Turkey if they want a rematch.
No,
Bring
he
it on.
wants it. Él lo quiere, él lo dijo. Él lo dijo. He wants a rematch.
Want a rematch? Oh, let's
Él,
do it.
él lo
Let's.
dijo he's gonna le va a ofrecer algo. If the teams want it, then he's gonna do it. So él lo dijo, él lo dijo. You know, so
Yeah.
that's good though. That's good porque tanta revancha que no sirve. Di que Fury versus
Ah,
Chisora 3.
uh, Haney versus Cambosos too. Like what
Dog,
the fuck?
part two.
Come on, bro.
Bro, like
This one. Okay, bring on the rematch. And then the audacity, bro. Fucking I don't wanna drag her, but fucking Clarissa Shields saying that it wasn't competitive, bitch. Out of all people, you out of all people.
bro, I don't. We'll come back to that. Shout out to Shy. It's 2 a.m. in the UK, but I see your ass. I see you, Shy. It's
And
cold over there,
shout out to her because them parties look fucking lit, bro.
bro. Esa
God,
tipa es bella también. Ella no es
oh,
bella, ella es bella, riquísima
mama,
la tipa. I wa-
mamacita.
ella es rica. I want to say before I pass it the country that don't you notice that some of the worst takes on the fight come from America? The worst takes. It's like, and I've been touching on it in the videos that I did. That look, I,
Yo,
I, I picked Bivol, ¿verdad? I picked
yeah.
Bivol, pero yo entiendo why somebody, yeah, like even when Beterbiev just hitting him on the gloves, bro, he might as well have been punching him in the face. You're not doing anything, bro. You're just pa 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 pa. No, that shit don't look good, bro. You block a couple tato. Pero if that shit goes on for too long, yo, it looked like you getting beat up, my guy. That's what it looked like. You know what I mean? So I ain't
Aggressively.
mad. I'm not mad if the judges are moving away from oh, he's got to move lateral, he's got to glide, he's got to shift, he's got to like no, stop rewarding this non-punching shit. Reward the motherfucker that's throwing punches, cause those are the guys that people pay to see. Country, what do you think?
Honestly, it was a close fight. Obviously, very competitive. I wouldn't have argued if they would have said it was a draw and they had them do a rematch. Um, I kind of had Beterbiev edging it out a little bit, but there's a lot of people who thought that Bivol really won. Bivol dominated the early part of the fight, but then at the second half, he was doing a lot of moving and getting away and not really punching and taking some shots. Now, some of them landed on gloves, but some of those got in. And he took some damage. But a lot of people kind of seem to be ignoring that and thinking that he did more than he did. So I myself, like I said, I edged Beterbiev, but if they would have said draw, I'd have been cool with it.
Yeah, I mean that I think that the fight was a satisfying fight either way. That same principle that if they would have said it's a draw, I'm cool. If they would have said Bivol won, okay, I'm cool. I was right. But better be looking at the fight, I'm like, bro, you can't let that much time. I call those spells. If a guy's getting off the 5 punches, 6 punches, and he's still following you, and he's still, bro, yeah, that's not good, bro. Tie that slow that bullshit down. Tie him up if you have to, because the way it looks, even though you blocking him, it looked like you're getting beat up. That's how it looked to me. That's how it looked to the judges. It looks like you're hurt, you're retreating, and you're getting beat up. What do you think, Roman?
Okay, I'm going to have the opposite take of what Leo said. From my angle, what I thought Beterbiev just didn't do enough. He didn't look like,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
I didn't think there were times where just that and Tim Bradley said it as well. I mean, a lot of people might criticize Bradley's commentary, but he was saying that later on the fight, he was like, Arthur Beterbiev is not letting his hands go. There were a lot of times where not Beterbiev, but Bivol was standing in front of him and he wasn't throwing. It's like, okay, Arthur, you're a wrecking ball. Go do your wrecking ball thing. And I didn't see enough of that. And when I did throw the punches, they were being blocked. Now you can say, yeah, they were causing damage. Everybody knew that because knowing
Mm.
Arthur's power. But Bivol's defense was on display. They were getting blocked, and his accuracy, Bivol's accuracy was getting in. Now let me know. I wanted Beterbiev to win the fight. Okay, I like guys that knock guys out. He's a one man car wreck. That's what your words. I just did not see the Arthur that we usually see, and I think maybe it was because of maybe it was age, maybe it was
No, I think it was the defense. Honestly,
yeah,
Roman, I think
or
it was the
both. I
defense
think it was both.
that.
I think it was maybe a little age and the style that
No,
Bivol
he
brought to
didn't
the
look
table.
old. Honestly, he didn't look old. It's just Bivol's moving so much, and credit to his defense because it's the only reason that he survived. While it's true, a lot of punches got blocked. That's why That's why he was. If a couple of shots got in, bro, that dude might have been on a different
Yeah.
planet, bro.
Well, he's still you can see Bivol. The person that got beat up in the fight was Bivol. I mean, Beterbiev didn't look like he went through anything. That's how hard he hits. It's just that you could say the same with the Loma Haney fight. I mean, Loma got touched up, but he won the fight. It's like if you ask me. So
And this is I'm so glad you brought that shit up, bro, because that's the point I'm making. That why are we rewarding Devin like nah, I don't think Devin won that nah, you didn't win that fight. The fuck did you win that fight? He was
That
bringing it to you.
the Loma?
The Loma.
Oh hell no.
Y por eso es que I'm glad now that you know what, maybe boxing as a sport is starting to move away from the Mayweather bullshit, because I identify it's the Mayweather bullshit. It's the Mayweather bias. Wherever there's a boxer, we got to reward him when he doesn't do a goddamn thing but move lap. No, you got to fight, bro. You got to fight. That's how they used to score fights before. You got to fight. The aggressor, you got to throw. You know, so I'm kind of glad that we're moving away from that. Warp Speed said Ring IQ gets it. Aggression will save this sport. Absolutely. Because the Sugarfoot fighters ain't saving it. We got enough Mayweather wannabes running around that are not saving this sport and are not drumming up business. They're not. They fucking not. Now, do I think that's how Bivol fought? No. That's the difference. Bivol threw punches. The problem y'all motherfuckers got is y'all too scared to throw punches. That man was going, he was really going for it, but he knew I can't keep trading with him, dog. One of these shits get in, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. He
And
knew
and
that
and,
shit.
and I never seen 1 second Arthur wobbled. It was mainly
No, he
Bevo that was
wasn't. No,
wobbled.
of course he wasn't. Yeah.
No, I saw him. I did see him stunned, like the right hand that got in that sent him, but he wasn't hurt though. That's the shit that he was like, oh, but not hurt. Like, nah, that dude legs was, he's good, dog. Like,
Now,
he's good.
late in the fight, I thought I saw Bivol get hurt. I think in the 11th round, when that was when Arthur was doing his best work. It looked like Bivol was on his bicycle a little bit. I think he was really hurt for some of the punches.
Yeah, I mean, those last two rounds, I feel like those were Artur rounds, especially those last two, the 11th and the 12th. Um, But I don't want to downplay Dimitri either because it's not like I put him in that file with Devin and Shakur. No, that motherfucker was throwing. He was throwing, bro. Like he don't think y'all do that. Y'all motherfuckers
Yeah.
don't do that. That motherfucker was throwing. He
And
was trying.
I just like to add that Bivol, there were times where Bivol stood toe to toe to him. That's why I was asking, like,
Yeah.
thinking, like, why is Arthur not doing something? He's standing there, hit him, and he didn't
That
do it.
that motherfucker was exchanging like change at the stock market. He was in there just
He
trading,
was trying,
crazy.
bro. I think the adjustment that he needs to make, and shout out to Leo because he touched on it. I mentioned it in my last video. Honestly, people may not like it. They don't like the way that it looks, but it works. You're gonna have to swap out some of that lateral movement for clinches, bro. Yeah, you're gonna have to because you moving away from him, pa 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 pa, and you're moving. It looks like you're getting beat up, bro. But if you smother, you stop him in his tracks, force him to reset, and it doesn't look as bad. It's annoying, but it doesn't look as bad, bro. Like looks
Matter of
like
fact,
he's.
credit to him. He actually did that like a few like a couple
But
times.
he
Like, he
no,
did,
he
but it wasn't
did,
enough.
but
He
it
did.
was late. That's the
It was. It
problem.
was.
It was
It was.
late. They're like, bro, you should
Yeah.
have been smothering from like the second half, and it's
Yeah.
irritating. Yeah, people don't like it, but you can't match his power, and you
Yeah.
can't trade with him. But so much you can't. Like every time you trade with him, yo, that's a huge risk, bro. Like
Yep.
Even when he
Yeah,
was
there was a
smothering
couple
it.
times Bevo got hurt, man, with some of those punches. He got fucked up a bit.
shout out to Domo. Watching Artur deplete that motherfucker's life points through the guard was crazy. What, yo, y'all heard what he said, right? The dude right hand is swollen because his left hand is swollen because Artur kept punching that shit. That's
Oh.
crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I mean, it's like this motherfucker's inhuman. I mean, like a picture. Bivol and took a picture with Turkey Alashik and Artur the day after the fight, and Dimitri's left hand was visibly swollen in the
Yeah,
photo.
Marcos asked, he was talking to Marcos and he talked to Box Nation. He said, yo, his left hand is swollen because Artur kept hitting it. And the bruising on his face is not even from a punch.
Yeah,
It's
this
from
Him hitting the
Artur's
guard,
hand.
he never hit him.
Yeah, like,
He never hit him
like,
flush. He
yo.
never hit him flush in the face.
Wow.
Motherfucker hit like a freight train, dog. And that's why that whole thing, like, I think that people were deliberately misconstruing what Dimitri said. Dimitri wasn't saying that Canelo's power is the same as Artur's. He's saying Canelo loads up his shots. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
That
Yes.
he puts everything he can into the shot. Artur, and we know that about that. Artur don't do that. He just throw. He just throw. His whole thing is throw.
He said all his
throw.
combinations were very, very hard. All his combinations.
I mean, I'm a huge Canelo fan, but imagine thinking that like what? Because
No.
come on,
Man.
like I fuck with Canelo, but come on now, let's stop sucking dick out here. Cut that
Hey,
shit
so-
out.
hey,
But all in all,
Like-
but all in all, like this fight showed that like both guys, it showed that Beterbiev could really box. I think this fight really showcased his boxing ability, and
Yeah.
also Bivol is like he actually, I mean, like I'd say 75-80% of the fight Artur was on the front, but there were times where Bivol was like standing his ground and pushing Artur back. He was moving. as well.
Yeah, I just feel like when the fight was over, before I pass it back to Leo, when the fight was over, what I felt was a lot of times Bivol's just fighting him off. Even if he's doing a good job, you're just fighting him off. You know, like pa 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 pa, and then you get back to the shit. Whereas Beterbiev is consistently coming after you. You never discouraged him from coming after you. And I think, okay, that's the ring general. That if you're the one that's staying in character, you're the one that's on the hunt, and he's shaking it. Like, I think the 7th round, was it the 7th round that was his best round, Leo?
Yeah.
That he was shaking and baking him, and he, like, that was the one round where, yeah, he's styling on you, Beterbiev. He's styling on you.
I think that was the round where he landed that the most eye-catching punch he threw, where he stunned him.
Yeah,
or he
like
shook him a bit. Yeah.
that's you know, like, if you got more rounds like that, I could see. But a lot of the other times, even when he explodes and he lets go, like, because credit to Bivol for even doing that, because it's like, yo, that's a big risk.
Yeah.
Throwing that many punches at this guy. Wow, bro.
Fellas, every single time he would do that, it's like I would just go crazy when Archer would come after him. I'm like, bro, I was telling him, move, good, like just shit. I was going nuts, man. Shit was crazy.
You know, Leo, floor is yours. I'm gonna go take a piss.
Hi, Leo.
Leo's jerking off. Leo's jerking off again. You got to stop jerking off during the lives, Leo. Jesus. All right, all right, Jason. Jason, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm still. I went back and rewatched the fight, and I still have it 7-5 Beterbiev. Like I'm seeing less and less of an argument for a Bivol win. Like the argument I'm seeing was like, well, a lot of Beterbiev's punches were landing on the gloves. Well, so were Bivol's.
Like I don't know. Like, let's be real. Like, at this point, we're looking for aggression, like, you know, dominating. And Bivol, every time they would exchange, it was like, oh shit, Bivol, don't risk too much, bro, because you're gonna get caught. And there was 2 times that he got caught and he was wobbled, and it's like, yeah, I thought Beterbiev won hands down. Good fight.
I want to see it again.
Absolutely.
I don't disagree. How you doing, by the way, country? I heard. Did everything go all right?
That's gonna happen Wednesday morning.
Oh, it's happened Wednesday morning. All right, brother.
Yes.
What you got going on, country?
Open heart surgery.
Oh shit, man. Okay, I'll pray for you.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, it's something that's unavoidable. I was warm of the heart.
Do well, man. Let us know you do.
Well, I will, but I'm gonna be in the hospital at least.
I know, but when you get back, obviously.
Yeah.
But be safe out there.
Thank you, man.
Let's talk about something fun, because I thought that had already happened. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, it's not good. I wish it was that quick and that okay. I was that okay, but no, no. But yeah, I want to see you guys rematch again, man. I think that'd be it'll silence all the critics, and it'll be a great fight, man.
I just want to see a close competitive fight where the result doesn't have everyone whining and crying about a robbery, like we saw this morning with Tanaka and what's the guy's name? Tszyu, I think, the South African dude. That man, that was first off, it was a great fight. Secondly, it was a super close. I had it 114-113 Tanaka, but I can't argue with anyone who has it 114-113 Tszyu, which 2 of the judges did.
But a knockdown didn't help.
No, it did not. But yeah, I also probably owe an apology to Jules, because I was arguing with him that Chocolatito has no chance against Tanaka. Now I'm not so sure, because
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Chocolatito is good. I mean, he looked a little slow in that last fight, but he dominated. But
he looked slow, and that was he looked slow, and that was my argument that he had no chance against Tanaka. But now I saw Tanaka fight against, like, well, yeah, you're fast, you're good, you're young, your head stands absolutely still on your shoulders. That's how he got knocked down. Like, you dude, move your head. Did anyone else see that fight early this morning? Because it was early morning. Japanese fight. It's a Monday.
No, I wasn't up, man. It was too.
I just saw the highlights. I just caught the highlights.
I love boxing in Japan, but damn it, their time zones throws me off.
I completely forgot.
Oh, I missed it too, country. I did. I missed both. I missed, and you know that fucking whatchamacallit lost. Kosei Tanaka lost, and who else? Takuma lost, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
Tacoma.
Jules, like
Yep.
Jules, I was waiting all day for your recaps on both of those cards.
Bro, I missed it, bro, because it was too early, bro. I was like, yo, I can't get, I can't do it. Like, I'm going to sleep, dog. I'm going to sleep. I'll have to watch them back tomorrow, but damn, dog, like that messed up the Junto plan. Not Jun. I mean, Junto could just fight that guy, I guess, right? He could just fight the guy that beat Takuma, right? Fight him.
That's what he's gonna do. You're gonna fight at least once, but that card is gonna be crazy, right? Don't you think you can do like a 30 mil gate, Canelo and Inoue sharing the same card? Christmas.
If they are, I mean, they said Eddie denied that shit last week. He said that they're not fighting on the same show as what he said. So I don't know, bro. Like it could be that they're just lying to keep it under the table, right? Keep it under wraps until it's finished. Quién sabe? I don't know if they're gonna fight on the same show because Chava said that shit, but Eddie Reynoso last week he said that shit is not true. So, So what do y'all think? What do y'all think Bivol got to do differently to win a rematch?
Clinch more.
Clinch, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Hold. That's the only thing I could come up with. That, bro, you can't stand in one spot and trade more. That's more chances for him to knock your ass out. You got to disrupt
right.
his rhythm. Clinch, bro.
Now,
Yeah, but you
Clinch
can't-
and don't
Jules,
get.
fellas, were you guys surprised that when Bivol did sit down on the punches he did sit down, it hurt Arthur? Like, oh, Arthur's like, okay.
He didn't
let me
really
reset.
hurt him. He stunned
Well, I
him.
mean, he hurt him
stunned
enough to
him.
reset.
Got his
Like, he-
attention.
Yeah, he got his because the thing is that the way you know if the guy is hurt or not, you never saw Artur get hit with some shit like, oh, I gotta chill, I gotta get out of here. I seen Bivol do that shit. I ain't see Artur do that shit. Like, I gotta relax. Let me relax.
No, what,
Like,
What
okay,
Bivol needs
I
to
guess
do-
what I'm saying is he was able to hit him sometimes and stop his momentum.
Yeah, he interrupted him, but it's just it wasn't consistent enough for me. That my memory of the fight, you know, when you watch a fight and you remember the main thing you remember, Artur never stopped coming forward. Artur was Arturing. He was Arturing basically.
Yeah. Now, if you guys are thinking that pressure is a thing that contributed to the win for Arthur, I can understand that. But if you ask me, by comparison, I'm going to throw another fight and see if what your guys' opinion is on this. When Bud fought Madramov, I thought Bud was on the back foot a lot in that fight, and that fight wasn't as much punching in that. That's why I thought that fight was a draw, because I thought Madramov put Bud on the back foot in most of those rounds. You know,
I agree. I agree that Madrimov put him on the back foot. The difference, I would say, is Bud's work was clean and clear. It was clear who was landing hard. In this fight, it's more of a toss-up because, yes, Bivol is landing more, but it's not doing anything. I could see how that would sway a judge in the sense that, yo, whenever Artur hits this guy, he looked like he in trouble. That's opinion. Like, it's not even a justification, but it's just I'm thinking, yo, if I'm the judge, yo, whenever Artur hits this dude, even if it's on the arms, he don't look okay. But Bivol can hit him, pop, 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 and yeah, Artur is still Arturing. He's still on his Artur shit.
I personally, I had it a draw, but I think you say it all the time, Jules. Like, which fighter remained in character more than the other?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Leo.
Let me say it like this: if you spend the last 50 seconds of a round retreating, blocking punches, you look like you're about to go down. And it wasn't like, let's say that Dimitri Bivol was the last minute of the fight. It wasn't really throwing so many punches, but it wasn't blocking some and coming with a straight right or a couple of jabs. But some of those rounds, like 3 or 4 of those rounds, were Bivol, the last minute of the round, retreating and trying to apparently survive. So
I think the 10th and the 11th and the 12th was like that.
Yeah, maybe the 12th was a little bit more competitive.
In the middle, he threw a little bit. I remember that round that he gets out there, he starts throwing a little bit. But I remember it was Artur that finished strong in the 12th. It was you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dog. Like, you better hold that motherfucker. That's all I could say. You better hold his ass.
I think Bivol showed a bit more effective aggression. However, Artur did more damage, and they both were like taking ring generalship from each other. Like Bivol would have it for a little bit, and then Artur would take it for a while, and it kept going back and forth. So
It was a good fucking fight.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's what made it so hard to score, though. You
That's
know,
why
Yeah,
it needs
it-
a fucking rematch, man.
It
It
does,
does.
and I'm glad.
It does.
I'm glad Turkey said that. Do you think they were just trying to motivate Artur in the corner, guys, when his corner said, "No, you need a knockout, bro"?
No,
Or
I
did they
think that if you ask me what I think they thought, I wholeheartedly think they thought Artur was down. They thought,
Okay.
and the reason they might have thought that is it's a lot of dick sucking for the boxer, and it's annoying. Hitchens,
No,
Hitchens,
what do you call it? Cocky jockey?
Hitchens didn't beat Lemo. Suck my dick. He didn't win that fight. You crazy. Devin didn't beat Loma. And all that is Mayweather era dick sucking from the judges for any dude with a little jab and he move around a lot. Like, I'm tired of stop rewarding that shit. Not for nothing. That's what we've been saying. Stop rewarding that shit. So I really do think that to Mark Ramsey and the people in the corner, they might have really thought that, yeah, Beterbiev is down because the one moving lateral and he is landing a lot, even if it's not hurting Artur, he is landing a lot. They probably did think Artur was down. They probably did. You never know.
And probably because, like, I was listening to the highlights from the Pro Box podcast with Dan and Chris Algieri, and it sounded like they were doing on some crybaby shit. Like, it wasn't effective aggression. Bivol was blocking those shots with his gloves.
And they live in a world where every boxing fan has 20/20 vision, and they're sitting there with a clicker counting the punch. Like, no, this is what you got to understand. The average boxing fan and people watching this, they're not watching it like that. If you want to have an AI score the fight, you should probably do that then. Then maybe you'll have them, that they would have a more valid point. But to the eye, which is what I'm going off of, I think Artur edged it. I think he did. Like, yeah, he edged it because I feel like he hurt you more. And I know that your thing is lateral movement, so it's not like you're not staying in character, but there are entire spells where you're not doing anything but blocking punches and moving. You can't know that now it just looks like you're getting beat up. That's what it looked like.
You guys said that he needs to clinch more. I agree, but he also needs whenever he gets in a good shot, he needs to be satisfied with that. Don't get greedy. Like,
yes, because he look, he costed himself that round, and you know the round. He hits Artur with a combination, finishes with a big right. Artur careens into the ropes. He went in for more, opens up,
wham. Yep.
You fucked up, bro. You got if you would have just stepped out after that, like, nah, fuck you. Fuck you.
And then Bivol went on the back foot immediately after that.
And it was
there were 5 seconds.
There were more moments like that. If you go back and look, there are a lot of moments where it's like, oh, Bivol's hurt. He's hot and he's got a great poker face. But I could tell the way you moving, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. You know? Great fight, though, man.
Let's just say it was a great fight between the best guys at 175. I think it lived up to the talent that we saw on display, if you ask me. I hope there's a rematch.
What was really sad was that Bivol's ex was all rooting against him and being.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's get into that vindictive bitch.
God.
Yeah, dude. She's
like
man.
I see the simps and the dry dick committee. Y'all feel sorry for any pretty bitch that tell y'all a story. Y'all don't stop to think. What if this
committee? That's hilarious.
That's the dry dick. If you just believe in shit bitches say just because coming from a joint, see, you ain't got no experience. Because I looked at the joint, I'm like, yo, this joint is probably lying, fam. There's plenty of horror stories about shit like this. I ain't gonna say Bivol is this and that. But the shit that killed me is, yo, you really going to the public with it. Why?
Yep.
What does that do?
Yep.
What does that do?
He's going to get a rematch. So I wouldn't be talking shit. I mean, more than likely. I think there's going to be a rematch. So I wouldn't be celebrating yet. I wouldn't be celebrating yet. You know.
No, and the silly shit is, bitch, if you trying to get at that dude's money, well, you can't get at any money if he start losing, you dumb bitch. You should be hoping he wins.
I know, right?
Dumbass. You know, I seen that shit. I'm like, look, you talking about a heroin situation. Meanwhile, you literally on a podcast doing a watch along. Bitch, you doing a podcast doing a watch. Like, nah, this This bitch is lying, bro. Like it's bitch is
Imagine-
lying.
Then
Like,
were
I
you
don't believe
making-
shit you.
Were you
Imagine
making
being
Julius?
one of her sons and having to watch that way later on. You know, and see
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wow.
Julius, you were mentioning that whole thing on the fight right leading up to the Beterbiev Bivol fight about women making poor choices. That was another one.
Yeah, I mean, like, but my thing is, we don't see. Here's the thing: relationships are complex. Anybody who's had enough will know that yeah, relationships in a very general sense are complex. Now, maybe he cheated on this bitch. That's what she says. I don't even know if I should believe it, but maybe he did. But maybe you just a horrible bitch. Could be that. That's the part. That's part of the story that you're not going to tell. Maybe you just not a good, because she strikes me as somebody who wants the limelight, the little photo shoots, the trips to the Maldives, the this. It's like you a highfalutin bitch, and that's what it looked like. And I'm like, nah. See, what I'm getting from this broad is you want to be a superstar, but he's the star, and he's a low key dude. He's a low key dude. Like while he's away in camp for months at a time doing the boxing thing, you the doty housewife, and you want to be more than that. You want to be like Real Housewives of St. Petersburg or some shit. It's like, nah, homegirl, like you not the star, and the relationship is over. Deal with it, bitch. I think it's been a year.
I mean, but I just love
Here's-
how obtuse like some women could be. It's like, especially women. It's like you're doing all this stuff. It's like, your kids are gonna grow up one day and see all this shit. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, but by that time they will have poisoned those children's mind because everybody knows how this stuff is because they've seen it so many times, and they know that there's an army of simps for any halfway decent looking woman that are going to believe whatever she says because they have no experience with a woman. Basically, that well, if you had any experience, you would at least entertain the possibility that she could be lying.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that.
And
Could
I
be
think
lying.
you're right. I think you're right, Jules, that it's more about the abandonment thing. Because when she was citing abuse, it was like, bitch, you're citing
She's cute.
this bruise was caused a year ago. Like this current bruise you have was caused a year ago. Sit the fuck down.
The shit is
on
that.
But on the podcast, she said, hang on the podcast, she said she was like, "You abandoned us. You abandoned us." And I'm like,
Oh,
whoa,
abandoned us,
whoa.
bitch.
But
He got tired of your regular ass box, homegirl. You should have sucked more dick at the I'm saying, like, bitches do it to
Yeah,
themselves and then
fix it.
no, bitches do it to themselves and then blame the dude. Like, no, homegirl, you just being yo, look.
I ain't gonna lie. If she this crazy, she got good pussy.
Nah, I don't even believe it. She might have been. Remember why Eric Benet was cheating on Halle Berry? Bitch, you not fucking enough. You got the fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck is the use? Fuck is the use in having a Bugatti if you ain't gonna drive it? What's the
Now,
use?
to speak of that, Jules, it got to be her because every dude's left her.
Yeah.
Basics.
J Lo
I mean,
too.
Listen, J Lo. Honestly, J Lo is the Danny Garcia of joints to me. Like, bro, this broad is so overrated. Stop.
Jesus.
This joint is so overrated. Like,
Jules,
nah.
I say it all the time. If Selena hadn't passed away, J-Lo wouldn't have a career.
Bro, not Selena. That's Selena. That's
Yes, so
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I say
See?
like, Selena would have been J-Lo.
Okay.
Like she
With the
had
J
purple
Lo's Danny
beady beady
Garcia.
bang bang
If
beady
J Lo's
beady
Danny
bang bang.
J-Lo's
Garcia,
claim to fame was playing her in a biopic. For
but no,
God's
what I'm
You know
sake.
what I'm
if J Lo's Danny Garcia, that means she's not Hall of Fame.
saying? Not to me. Look. I'll
You're not
put
fucking with Jenny on the block. You're not fucking with
Selma in the Hall of Fame. Even Penelope, and Penelope looked like a morph, but
Oh, yeah.
still, she looked like a morph.
Is that wait? Is that
What-
the
what-
chick?
what-
Is that
guys,
the
what-
chick in
what-
that Blow movie with Johnny Depp?
What goes through
That's
his
Blow,
head to
right?
say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That the joint from Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right. It's like I always thought, you know what this shit with J Lo is? She got a fat old ass, and that's really what it was. Like, oh, she got a big ass, and she making all the big ass joints feel good. So I'm like, bitch can't sing like that.
I mean,
Acting is
funny thing about her ass, like when I first saw it, it's like it's not even that big. I've seen bigger.
Wait, is this shit not fake?
Like it. I mean,
no, it's not
decent size.
fake. It's not fake. Like that's
Oh,
a
that's
Jenny. That's a Fordham Road ass.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
I mean, but I'm saying, I've seen
The
better.
shit, you know what the shit that Michael don't get is Michael will go to Fordham and see 15 Jenny on the blocks. Like, yeah, that shit that's the regular
Yo,
old
I ain't gonna
Reggie.
lie. New
It's
York,
a Bronx. It's
New
a
York
Bronx
is
Puerto
a
Rican
dirty
accent.
ass city, but y'all got some beautiful women over there.
Michael, you're dumb enough to fuck crazy, and that's a
Nah,
problem for you, bro.
But
You don't
how
I
much
fuck
of
like it.
crazy.
I like
how
Out,
it.
much
out,
of
out,
J
out,
Lo
out,
was?
out of the Puerto Rican joints, out of the Puerto Rican women that have made it to the silver screen, I always thought Rosalind Sanchez is underrated. She's
Oh yeah,
underrated.
oh
Like,
yeah, oh yeah.
I'm like, why is this so? And it's just it's what I think it's Leah who said it that the real thing is that the launch pad for J Lo's career was playing Selena. Selena was major, dog. Like she was about to dog. Selena was about to cross over because she could sing in English and Spanish. That was a rarity at that time, dog. She's about to blow. So playing her, that was really the launch pad, and that's why everybody kind of endeared themselves to her. But I always thought she's
R.I.P.
overrated. She's
Yeah.
overrated,
You
bro.
go back and watch Rosalind Sanchez in Rush Hour 2.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, yeah, y'all see that Jason Statham movie that she was in, Parker? Y'all remember that movie?
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
Like, they had no chemistry at all, none.
Because
Like,
because Rosalind not gonna fuck a dude like that. You think Rosalind gonna fuck a bald dude? Nah.
no. Yeah.
She not.
You
She
know,
not
you
though.
know.
Like,
Think about it.
nah.
Y'all remember that movie, The Ugly Truth, with Gerard Butler?
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Rosalind's husband is the doctor that the girl was trying to get at first. That's her husband in real life.
Oh wow.
Clean
Yeah.
cut, just a chisel.
That dude was in one of the Harold and Kumar movies, right?
Because the shit is, you're not gonna pull the Rosalind Sanchez is a different species. You know how she a different species than Jenny from the Block? Bitch, you dated Diddy. That's how we know, like, you a slide. You slide. Stop it. You a slide. And Ben, the shit with Ben is she had Ben open because no matter how many times you break up with this toxic bitch, y'all get back together. The pussy must be good. But still, like, come on, B. Come on. That's the Danny
But you know
Garcia
what?
of the
With
joints,
Herlo,
bro. You overrated.
how much of it was Jules? How much of it was that infamous Grammy dress that really made her famous too?
Yeah, but when you really look, like, it was risque at the time, but go back and look at it. That shit bug you out? That shit don't bug, like, what, because
Oh
she's showing titty
shit.
chest?
Y'all
That's what I'm
Chest
saying. Like
titties?
it was a lot of it was. You're right. Danny Garcia's apropos. She was a PBC hype job.
That dress is his. Yo, listen, that dress is his win over Amir Khan. That's what that dress is. It's because she's the first half naked bitch at an award show.
Okay,
Really?
so
Like,
what is her Lucas Matisse win?
her Lucas Matisse, don't be mad from the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Man, fuck out of here.
I
Stop
don't know.
trying to big up the Bronx, B. Like, the Bronx is
I
disgusting,
always
bro.
thought
Like,
I don't know about y'all, but like that song she
a
did with Ja
contemporary
Rule,
of
like I hate that damn song. I don't know about y'all.
it ain't real. Yo, I used to want to vomit in my own mouth when that shit came on the radio. Cause I'm real.
The
way you smell, the way you eat.
This shit is trash. Like this,
the
oh
way you
God.
fart, the way you chew.
A better contemporary was Hayek. To
God
me.
damn,
You know what
man.
I'm
He's
saying?
got
Like,
a Cookie Monster and he's
Like,
drunk.
I always thought Ja Rule was a
before
poor
you
man
know
in
it, she
DMX.
started shelling out. Before you know it, every movie she was in was a Rod Salka. Geely, remember that dumb shit?
Oh God.
Geely. That's her
Lord.
Rod Salka, bro. That's her. Why fight? Why make a good movie when you can make a Geely, right? Right?
Oh God. Yeah, y'all know the director of that movie hasn't directed since.
Thank God.
God.
Thank God.
God.
He's all
He
The
was
only
actually a
other
good
good.
director too. He did Beverly Hills Cop.
What was
Midnight Run. He did good
the
shit.
movie she did with Robin Williams?
She did a movie
She
with Robin
did do
Williams.
a movie with Robin. What was it?
Was that Patch Adams?
She did.
Yes, there you go. Yes, she was a
Patch
teacher.
Adams.
Remember?
And I think she did another one with Owen Wilson, right? A love story type joint with
Oh
Owen
yeah,
Wilson.
yeah. What the hell was that called? I forgot, but I never
Like
saw it.
she got a lot of Lifetime movies like that. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, B. Like,
It's a
straight
real
to Lifetime,
Hallmark
bro.
card shit.
Real Hallmark shit, yo. Like, get the fuck. Like I said, like Danny Garcia, the Spanish joints, bro, way overrated. Like, nah, son. Y'all bugging. Y'all just wasn't used to Porter Rocks. Yeah, that's what it was. Like, y'all wasn't used to them. So you see one, the prototypical, and that's not even the best of the best, and y'all was bugging off of that. Like, nah, you go to the Bronx, see a joint like that. Go to High Bridge. It's playing joints like it's better ones. Bugging, you know. but it is what it is. So we got Tszyu versus
Yo.
Murtazaliev this weekend. What y'all thinking?
I got Tim to win. I have
Yeah,
to look
Tim.
at Zaliev. I haven't seen him fight too much.
Yeah, he
I
hasn't beat
seen him.
anybody.
He's a big guy. Like the main thing with him is he's like big, like Sergey Bohachuk is big for 154. He's a guy like that, like a long and lanky dude.
What he's tall or like
Yeah, he's tall for the weight. You know, he's tall for the weight, and
is he long? Is he long and hard or
and thick.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know, we had to bring the gay shit out for Leo.
no?
Leo love that gay shit.
I'm more excited about. Did you see my ticket guy Chris, Mr. Pull Up on Twitter? He posted that it's so bad they're selling $1 tickets to that fight.
Yo, I saw that, bro. I saw that.
For what?
But for the tickets for this fight are as low as $1, bro.
That's what Tim gets,
Oh my
bro.
God.
Because
Yeah, I
what's
saw
he
that.
Right?
what's it gonna
That's-
take for him to understand, bro?
That's the same thing I thought.
You know, he would have sold this shit out already in Australia.
Bro,
But,
this shit they could have did it. Like I wouldn't put it past him being able to do Marvel Stadium with this fight. Like, bro, you the one with this obsession about what America used to be to boxing. You not seeing that it's not that way no more, Tim. It's not
Yep.
like that. You wasting your time, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like shit. Go back to the land down under, bro, and fight there. Seriously.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
But we-
I got him winning. But if he lose, I got him winning, and I'm fairly confident he is gonna win. But if he lose, that's your own motherfucking fault. That's your
Yeah.
fault. That's your fault.
He's
So is
he's
Murtazaliev a
swiftly-
PBC guy or no?
No, not real. Like this the shit. He been in bed with them in a manner of speaking for years now, right?
Yeah.
But it had more to do with him being Charlo's mandatory, being the mandatory to the IBF. So what they was doing was they would get him fights, but they wouldn't show the fights. Like
Yeah,
they
they'd be on,
literally
like, not televised bouts, right?
yeah, like they wouldn't show them, but to keep him calm and cool, not only would they pay him to step aside, but they would get him a fight to keep him busy. So it's like you're not really with them, but you kind of are because you've been fighting on their shows since 2020, bro. So you kind of with them.
The reason I ask is he the A side going into this, or I'm assuming Tim is?
Nah, he ain't the
No.
fucking A side going into this.
No,
Like,
dude.
I hope he wins though.
let me bring this shit back. Does this look like an A side motherfucker to you, dog?
Yeah, it does.
Motherfucker look like his name is Cletus.
The funniest shit is we brought it up, fellas. Like PBC's first free card in America is 2 fucking foreigners.
Basically.
Yep.
Wow.
Like you're not even
wow, this
you're
is
not
the
even
first
getting
one.
the PBC value meal, bro. This is a McDonald's apple
Telling me
pie.
I don't get Rolly on here.
Bro, you don't get Brandon Fig or his sister, bro.
The Amazon. You mean
Oh.
Michael? You mean Rolly, the Amazon superstar?
Matter of fact, Jules, can you put that photo up
bro.
again?
You don't get Ishmael.
You don't get Ishmael. You don't
You tell
get
me I
bro.
don't get fucking
Yo,
Jamal.
does
the
he
drunk?
look like
Nah,
Macbeth fell into the dryer for like 10
Bro,
minutes?
he looked like
An hour?
sun-dried Beterbiev. He looked like sun-dried Beterbiev. He
God,
looked like if Beterbiev tried to make middleweight. That's what he looked like, bro.
Yeah,
no,
he
looks like Down
yeah.
syndrome better be. That's what he
Sound
looks
I
like.
also
better
want
be-
No, he looked like if Artur Beterbiev took a vitamin B shot because he looked happier than Beterbiev. Like Artur don't be looking happy at nothing. Like you could tell he about to crack a smile in that picture.
Well, here's the thing. If Tim wins, I think he will get the Bud fight. I think that will be a great fight.
I hope he does, bro. I hope he does.
I hope so.
Here's the thing with Tim.
Need
He
that.
is swiftly entering Stephen Fulton territory for me. It's like, bro, I can only feel so bad for you. You're doing
That's a
this
good
for your own
point.
career.
That's a good
No,
point.
Honestly-
but I feel bad for him, remember, because the damn we would have got Virgil Ortiz getting his ass kicked if the fucking cut healed.
Yeah, but we never would have had to deal with the cut if yo dumb ass didn't decide to fight fucking Sebastian Fundoria in Australia. You know what would have happened? If you would have fought him in Australia instead of Florida, the fight probably would have still got stopped on cuts, but the cards would have been rigged. You
Yes,
fucking
in your
moron.
favor. In your
I
favor.
guess by that logic, it is Tim's fault because he was really trying to give us Keith Thurman on pay-per-view. So
That's what
it's
I'm
all
saying.
Tim's fault.
He's
Yeah,
upset,
that
and I
sounds
saw
bad.
the interview. I saw the interview that he did, which it explains what I thought, that like he wants to do a thing because he it's like a bucket list thing almost, that he wants to make it in America, but it's like, bro, you'd be better off making it in the UK than making it in America. Like it's not rocking out here, bro. Like it's just not. Motherfuckers arguing out here over stupid shit, not boxing matches. You versus a Russian in Florida. Fucking no wonder the tickets is $1, bro. Who you thought was gonna go to that
You're not.
shit?
I mean,
You're
I mean, I
not
mean,
gonna get.
Inoue gets it. He's staying in Japan.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do the magic that your dad did over here, bro. You're just not.
That's facts.
And it's not,
Yep.
and it's not a knock on him. It's just that the market is different. There's a market shift where the money in boxing is somewhere else right now, and you still focused on this America shit. It's like, all right, bro, just beat this inbred dude so we get this belt, bro. You know.
And
What do you
apparently,
say? It's the vitamin D lacking Arthur.
No, that's Artur with a vitamin B shot. If he don't get the shot, look at the facial expression. If he don't get the shot, this what he look like. If he get the shot, this what he look like. You see, he's happier. Like he's about to smile. You can see the white in his eyes. Like, all right, he cool.
And he lost weight.
He cooling, he happy. But I think Tim should get him. I've seen Bakram fight. I am confident he should get this guy. Like it shouldn't be much of a problem. He might
gonna
stop
stop him?
him early. Yeah. If you watch the Jack Colquet fight, like I said, and Jack Colquet is not only small for 154, he was old when they fought. And he was winning the fight. He just got tired and got caught with some shit. That's really what happened. So
Yeah.
Tim
That fight
should
on
do this,
YouTube.
dude.
It's on YouTube, right?
It's on YouTube, yeah.
Okay. I'm
You
gonna
can
check it
watch
out.
that shit. Like it should be a good little fight. The thing is, it's not a complete card, y'all. Like you can see that they ain't throw no money at this shit. It's only 3 fights. Tim's is
I'm-
one of them.
I'm glad that
How
Tim
much?
I'm glad that Tim's not fighting Virgil Ortiz though, because Virgil Ortiz really got his ass kicked by Boachuk, and that's weeding out the 154 division. Because I think Boachuk was elite to
I
Virgil
wonder
Ortiz.
who is Virgil gonna fight next. If he fights a fucking welterweight next, I swear to God, that'll say it all. That'll say it
It
all.
will.
It really
It will,
would.
because I watched the fight this weekend with Sergey, and he looked ready to go already.
You know what I'm saying?
And this fight's not until December.
Like you got to step it up. Like the first 2 fights are cool. Like I had no problem with Frederick Lawson and even Dulorme because it's like, bro, you just got to fight right now. You just got to get some activity again. But now that you fought somebody, you gotta stay on that level, bro. Like that's where you need to be at. If you fight some dude from 140 or 147, that'll tell us everything we need to know.
Yep.
Talking that
I'm
shit.
still concerned about his weight issues. What about y'all?
I mean, he made it, right? He did make 54. It's just he didn't look great. But he did make it.
Yeah,
he
he
did
lost.
make it. He should have. He should have. When is he going to fight again is what I want to know. When is
Yeah,
he
that's the
going to
question.
fight?
He's very quiet these days.
Not this year.
Yeah, probably next year at some point. He cooling, he cooling. And I wonder what Turkey has planned for him because no matter what, he's the WBC interim. Irrespective of this Crawford Fundora shit, Virgil is part of that shit too because he got the interim. Why is nobody talking about Ortiz versus Fundora?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a bone to pick with Jules. I know we got to wait to see him watch the Japanese fights, but bro, Jules, that Inoue Junto, bro, that shit's gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge, bro. That's the motherfucking fight. But I wouldn't be mad if Junto said, "Let me unify this division," because he could beat all them dudes. That ain't even
Yeah,
shit.
realistically, there's no challenge for him at 18.
No, it isn't. But you wanna build your name up because Inoue going into the Paul Butler fight, motherfuckers knew what was gonna happen. Motherfuckers knew, but you still got to do that though. You see what I mean? That you still got to get that brass ring. You still got to complete the set. I wouldn't mind seeing Junto fight these dudes because it's like, yeah, you need to get your weight up, get your profile up, be undisputed. So if you fight this dude, it's undisputed versus undisputed.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
I
think
agree
from a
with
timing
you, but then also, like you say, Jules, the Japanese don't fuck around. They're not gonna marinate it, but they're not gonna.
Well, but that's
undercook
not
it.
even. I mean, like it is marination in a manner of speaking because you could gun it, you can gun it, but it's like in a general sense, you don't want to just be an opponent, Junto. You want to be Junto, the undisputed champion. The way it is, if you gun it, you're just an opponent. Go ahead, Jason.
Ideally, that's the way it would work, Jules. But I think from a timing perspective, because who knows how long Inoue is going to wait around for Junto. Because he may want to move up soon.
but
he may want to.
do
wait
you
for
think-
him to
No,
do
you're
this or
wrong.
that, but
Inoue
I'm
listens
telling you.
to the relay, bro. He said,
It
"Fuck
ain't
those
even.
dudes at
No, it
26."
ain't even that. It's that there's nothing up there that is beckoning to Inoue. There's not. What, bro? What? Angelo Leo? The fuck are we doing? Angelo, I gotta have that Leo fight, bro, for my legacy. right?
From a star standpoint, yes.
No, because
Bro, if I don't fight Angelo Leo, I'm not gonna get in the hall, bro.
like realistically, like Luis Neri got a $20 million gate. If you don't think a Junto fight built right is a $25 or $30 million gate, there's
Bro,
nobody at 26 that
Godzilla will crawl out the fucking water to watch that fucking fight, yo.
Yeah.
the
Crawl
problem
out
is,
the water to watch that.
But what about the MJ
Problem-
fight for Inoue though? You know, I mean,
But I don't
that's
rule
that's
that
coming
out.
next.
I don't. That's the thing, bro. After the Goodman fight, provided he dispatches Goodman, and I think most of us agree that he can. I think the MJ fight is going to happen because what isn't being said is MJ is last in the rotation anyway.
mhm.
He took care of the mandatories in the order that he won the belts. MJ ain't up next. Goodman is who's supposed to be up next. He could take care of MJ next year. I ain't
Yeah.
worried about it.
the only-
Motherfuckers talking about cockeyed MJ and his comb over like he gonna do. Listen, you little motherfucker. If you didn't want to have to wait, you shouldn't let Marlon beat you.
Well, a lot
You
of
little
people are saying that
Exactly.
MJ. A lot of people said that Inoue's ducking MJ. So you know, I don't know.
That's some cocksucking ass shit. Like, bro, that's cocksucking ass shit.
Hey, what
If you-
God.
relay you
Wait,
said
wait.
it a couple days ago? You're calling them cock long jockeys now?
Whatever the fuck I said.
Whatever
The
you
shit
said.
is MJ. If you didn't want to wait, then you shouldn't have lost. And if I ain't knocking Eddie, but I'm saying facts is facts. You didn't even give that man a rematch clause. You didn't. Y'all took y'all eyes off the ball, so you gotta wait, motherfucker. It's that simple. If
No,
you would have
MJ
had, if you would have still had them two belts, then you wouldn't have had to wait. Go ahead, Jason.
and MJ was worked like MJ didn't actively duck Fulton. Like, remember that Fulton kept trying to get that match, and MJ was like, "Oh, wait for
No,
that."
no, wait a minute. Now let's be fair. Now I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. This why I'm not gonna do that. I used to think that, but then I remembered. Has the PBC offered to do this fight? Oh no, they didn't. Right. So neither of y'all is really trying to do this now. Cause yeah, Eddie didn't offer him shit to do it, but PBC didn't offer MJ shit to do it neither. So I can't look at some shit full and talking. You talking is what you doing. You not urging Al, yo, Al, put some money up. I want to unify. I want to be undisputed. Al didn't put up no money for you. So how dude gonna duck you if you ain't? I just can't say that. I can't say that. Nobody tried to make the fight, is what I see.
Fair enough, but it also it's like MJ's like, "Stop talking shit about me and give up the belt." Bitch, I don't think Inoue could pick you up out of a lineup. All right,
Bro,
just shut
honestly.
up.
No, he probably can because he got that grape look on his eyes, bro. Like that motherfucker got the crazy eye. Like you, yo, you want fentanyl the same? That motherfucker eyes get mad big, B. But he gonna knock him out anyway. All this shit is just a way for people who want something bad to say so, oh, he ducking MJ. Like how, bro? How? He ain't like MJ's good, but he ain't that good, motherfucker. You know? So we'll see. I think that'll be the first fight that he has next year. Honestly, it's just a question of when. Does he wait until the spring or the summer? But I think that's going to be his first fight next year.
And this is why I think that Junto needs to not hurry up per se, but just only have one unification fight, because Inoue has said repeatedly, I need tough fights. I go to sleep on easy fights. Like, I regress. So, like, he's running out of fights at 122 like that. So that's why I think he might move up, because at least they're bigger. That'll be a challenge in and of itself.
Yeah, but I think that
I don't want to either. But
I think his handlers. I think Ohashi is smart, bro. Like, what we in a hurry to go up there for? What's up there? We gonna make because them dudes up there ain't worth no bread. We gonna make the same money we make down here. So what we doing? What
Yeah.
do we do?
Which is why I could see a soft touch, like with Todd Dubuff saying he's going to come to LA next year and do
Yeah,
some at
like
Dodger Stadium.
yeah, like he could fight one of the Dodgers, bro. Like just punch him in the kneecap. Bah!
I'll
Fuck
pay
his
for that.
knee all up. You know what I'm
I buy
saying?
that. I buy that one,
a
y'all.
super fight with Shohei Ohtani.
Right? Yo, that'd be big, bro. Inoue versus Ohtani? Shit. Deck out the sushi, bro. It's going
Speaking
down.
of which, who's on that undercard this weekend though? The Zoo versus Al, like no one really, and no
PBC fighters.
Really?
It's only two other fights on that show, and those are no limit fighters, not PBC fighters.
Wow.
And
I don't know what the fuck Tim doing, dog. Somebody need to find Tim and shake his ass. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You could have been in Australia, knee deep in Australian pussa. You know them Australian bitches, they finding a motherfucker. You fighting in front of these old Cuban bitches in Florida.
Well, Jules, I mean, the
Shit,
PBC promotes about here. So, like, what's a good American promoter he could work with? What do you think?
I mean, if you ask me what American he should have got with, it was Top Rank.
Oh
It
yeah,
couldn't have been Top Rank. Like, it couldn't have been Top Rank because he really wants to be a pay-per-view star, and Top Rank don't do pay-per-views.
The thing is, if you think about the move, at the time that he made it, it made a bit of sense because it was about Charlo. So when you look at it from that vantage point that, well, it was about getting that Charlo fight, so he jumped into bed with the PBC to see about getting it. But as soon as you didn't get it, that's when you should have been like, all right, I got to get up out of here because I was fucking with y'all for this Charlo Undisputed, and y'all sent that motherfucker to 68. I never got the fight.
That reminds me of Reed. I remember Reed just signed with the PBC to get the Adrian Broner fight. He didn't get it, so he left.
And remember, he left right after. Like, well, y'all not going to do that? All right, I'm out of here.
You said grab Tim and shake him?
Yeah, like,
you fucking stupid, bro.
Fuck, why don't you wake the fuck up, Tim?
You fucking
show up to Australia, Tim. You don't belong out here with these old Cuban bitches.
You fucking stupid, B.
You don't know it's nothing but fentanyl and old Cuban bitches in Florida, bro. Shit is crazy. So motherfucking shout out to my man. I knew a Floridian gonna crawl from a swamp like, I'm from Florida, right? Shout out to my man Jonathan Lambarena. You motherfuckers seen Kafu? Yeah, I seen that. Kosei lost his WBO. It's fucked up, bro.
Shit. It was a super close fight, and I honestly scored it for Tanaka, but you can't get knocked down, and he
got knocked down in the fifth. I think it was.
Yep.
Don, before I go take this piss and this shit, what did you think about Saturday's fight?
Listen, man. I was camping, and the reception wasn't the best, but from what I saw, I thought Bivol edged it out. But I'm going to watch it again tonight because I just got back from my camping trip. And,
did you see any lions, tigers, bears on my?
Listen, I have not heard anyone's criticism of the fight because I just got back today and my reception has been really bad. I barely squeaked the fight through. Because I have Verizon and it was horrible where I was. So I was trying to watch the fight and it took me like an hour and a half to watch that fucking fight. It was horrible. So I'm gonna watch it again tonight. But I really thought maybe Bivol just edged it by like 7-5 or something like that. Or maybe I would have been happy with the draw.
You're saying Bivol was edging and didn't want to climax.
That's what, man. Damn, you fucking beat me by a
climaxing right now is Katarina Bivol right now. She is sucking the gravy and totally climaxing on different rods.
True.
That's the only climaxing right now.
Because when you say edging, I assume Bivol didn't want to put that 3 and 4 together. He didn't want to ejaculate all over.
You know what? I was a little disappointed. Listen. I was a little disappointed with Bivol's lack of inside like body work, uppercuts, and short hooks. Like he didn't do any of that. That was a little disappointing.
Well, why would he do that? That's not like he's right in the firefight, brother.
Because you know what? He did try
guys, that. He had ample opportunity. He had so much opportunity to work the body, work like double hooks. Like why can't he do a double hook?
Because if he drops that hand, bro, Arthur's gonna come over with something devastating, bro.
I know, but
Artur's good at counters too.
Okay, so that's a deciding factor right there. If he would have thrown more hands on the inside, because Artur was in his face, dude. And if he would have thrown more hands on the inside,
and Artur was visibly bigger than Bivol, bro. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but also I agree with him because Bivol didn't have a fluid game plan. Like Artur knew he's gonna try to 1-2 me to death. I don't expect a 3-4 or a 2-3. Like there was no fluidity to Bivol's game plan.
But hang on a second. The one
listen. I will say this is what I observed in some of the fight. I noticed that at 3 points, and these are 3 pivotal points. One once he got hit in the body, Bivol, and he noticeably was hurt. He put his hands down and he started backing up. And I know, I'm like, oh, he's hurt. I noticed 2 more times where I felt like at some point the ref is going to step in because he was getting pummeled, but he managed to make his way out from the rope.
For
And
me,
he managed, but
personally,
I saw Bivol in trouble. I saw Bivol in trouble a couple, maybe 3 times. I saw him in trouble.
for me, honestly, the reason why I give it to Artur and why I say Artur did the better boxing, is because if Bivol's jabbing to keep Beterbiev off, and he's outlanding you by just a couple shots, but Beterbiev is getting past your jab and he's actually landing harder, more devastating shots. I think
Yeah,
the guy who has to work to get past your jab is doing the better boxing and is doing the better
I
work
can I
than
can
the guy
totally
who's
see that.
jabbing to keep you off. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's one thing I did notice is that Bivol put more behind his punches, and he didn't seem to really hurt Artur. Where Artur, why? Listen, you guys, why can't he pivot and put more into his punch? He's not putting a lot behind those punches, and he's able to not. I mean, this guy's that says a lot to Artur's ability to
I
knock
mean, but
people out.
Arthur
But
can
then
really
Guy has a
also
lot of power.
where
This
I
guy's
was
really good
pushing
at
back on
counterpunching.
where I was pushing back on that is that Bivol is doing most of the work to dominate the round for 2 minutes 15 seconds.
Yes,
Just because
yes,
Artur lands a tough punch that hurts that is visibly more damaging,
yes.
and
True,
he only did it in
true.
45 seconds. Like, who dominated the majority of the round?
Well, the problem I would
There
have with
weren't that
that,
many
Drew, is
rounds
that
that Bivol
hang on,
dominated like that, though.
no, but more than that, the pushback I would have with that, Drew, is if the other guy lands a punch and it not only hurts you but puts you on the retreat and you keeping your hands at home in a high guard like we saw Bivol do, then yeah, you Beterbiev stole that round.
But
Like
no, but it's
the
a
last 30
3 minute
seconds.
round by
I
the
understand that,
nuance
brother. Bro,
of that's what I mean.
brother,
Yeah,
I
but
agree with you
yeah,
on that
but
point.
Drew, you got to look at it like this. It's humans scoring the fight, not computers. Like, I get the logic that it's a 3-minute round, and I would employ that myself if I felt that the judges would more often than not employ that. But I know that they're just as flawed as I am. So there was a round, we all saw it. Bivol's doing his thing for 2 minutes. Last minute of the round, Artur gets through with some shit, and that was the most eye-catching shit of the whole round. So even though it happened in the last minute, it gives you a feeling that they might give that round to Artur now, right? Because of that eye-catching shit that happened in the last minute. So I think Artur won, bro. That's all I'm
I
saying.
do.
The last
I'm
30
not mad at
seconds.
the decision. I had a draw personally, but I can't be mad. But what do you think the judge that scored the draw saw?
What we saw. If you're observant, which most people are not, but if you're observant, you're gonna notice that no, Bivol's really upped his output for this fight. He's trying his best not to be dominated, and it's up to you if you want to reward him for that because he was getting in. He wasn't just getting off. He was getting in with a lot of punches. It's just that with Artur, his poker face ridiculous. Like, bro, you might as well have not been hitting him. He never stopped coming forward.
Artur
I
was
mean, what I was
exhausted
saying,
in the
Drew, when you
corner.
were away, what I was saying is that where Bivol is jabbing and like he's landing a couple more jabs to keep you out. What's more impressive, the guy who's jabbing to keep you out or the guy who's getting past your jab to land shit? So
Let's
I
say
feel like
this:
Artur
the
was doing a
margin
better
between
job.
the punches that they both landed in terms of power is very narrow. And for me, that's what tells the story that Artur landed more power shots in one section of the fight, but not by much. My interpretation of that is the average person that is watching this fight is not going to pick up on the number of punches that landed. What they're going to pick up on is how Bivol reacted. That's what they're going to remember. That this dude got hit with some shit and he was out of here like, oh, fuck this. I got to move. That's what they're
No,
going to remember. So the aesthetic of
unless
the fight, it looked like Beterbiev was the ring general. That's what it looked like.
there's like a dramatic difference in the output of punches, that shit doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
who gets affected by more.
it's if the difference is marginal in terms of how many punches one guy landed more than another, say it's a difference of 5 or a difference of 9, people are not perceptive. He landed 9 more punches, not immediately after the fight. They're gonna wait till the CompuBox stats come out and then they're gonna do that sucker shit. I'm talking about in real time, motherfucker. All I'm saying is it looked like Artur was pushing you around quite a bit, especially in the last leg of the fight. It looked like he's
Yeah.
pushing you
Yeah,
around,
because I
bro.
think
And
arguing the numbers
how
is
much of
cheap
it?
though, because
Yeah,
if you
but how
argue the
much of it
numbers,
is?
that you can't see how it affected him. So
Yeah,
you're
like
right.
it
Like,
ain't that's what I said. Real talk in the beginning of this shit. That it's not like motherfuckers sitting here with a clicker counting, and then we gonna look like, no, wait a minute, Bivol and nah, motherfuckers ain't doing that. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
just looking. What stays with a motherfucker is how you reacted. That's what's and you were running. I'm not saying it like running, like like running. I'm saying, yo, he had you on the run, bro. He had you
Yeah, he was
retreating.
retreating. He was retreating a lot.
Jules,
Yeah,
he wasn't
How much
Shakur.
of it though? How much of it was though,
that's what I
Jules,
meant.
fellas? The fact that people want to give Dimitri a moral victory just because he survived the whole fight.
No, see, I'm not gonna shit on him because the opposing argument also, in other words, the people that are scoring the fight for Dimitri, right? I used to score fights like that. I used to squint and stare really hard at the screen to pay attention to what's getting in. But then I realized the average person is not doing this, and I would wager neither of the judges. The attention that I'm looking like, yeah, it's getting in. Those punches are getting in. Artur's punches are on the yeah. It's not like that, bro. You got to grow up. You got to grow up. You're idealizing how they're scoring boxing matches in a less than ideal sport. What would have did more for Dimitri, honestly, if you get in with a good one and that'll sway the judges more than
Yeah, I,
well, I
I
got off
you know
three
what? I
really
didn't
good
see that.
jabs.
I didn't see that he didn't stun him like really ever. He
Only
kept
one,
marching
only one.
forward.
No, only once, bro. And the reason, you
With
know
the
why
hook.
you forgot? You know why you forgot? I'll tell you why. He stuns Artur with a right hand, sends him into the ropes. He gets greedy, goes in for more, mop, and Artur's backing him up. And once again, you're in survival mode. That's gonna cause
Yeah,
everybody to forget.
yeah, like the people who are saying that like that oh that his corner thought that he was down, that he said he needed a knockdown. It's like that's such a fucking lame excuse to say
They
why
look.
be
They
better
might
be.
they might have, but the dudes in the corner ain't the ones scoring the fight. Once
That's what
again.
the guy said. I think it was Lucius who
No,
said it.
I
Was
heard
like,
Eddie Hearn say that. I heard a lot of people say. I heard Eddie Hearn say it mostly. A lot of people said that, but that's what the corner thought is besides the point.
no,
They're
what I was
not the.
saying in the comments, the guy was saying that
Oh,
in the
these
comments of your
comments.
last video, he was saying that like, no, no, of your last video, he was like that. Bomac said it to uh to Crawford in the Porter fight. Um, who else? What he's mentioned a few
No, but
names,
this the thing. This the
but
thing. He's
it's like you're
killing.
just trying to light a fire under your fighter's ass.
No,
That's not a
listen. It
metric
ain't even
to
that. It's
measure the
that when
fight.
Bomac said that to Crawford, it was the same thing. Crawford was up. Bomac could have thought whatever he thought. He could have said that for whatever reason he said that. Reality is when he said that at the time he said that, Crawford was up. The same way Beterbiev is up. So you killing your own point. Beterbiev wasn't down going into the 10th, the 11th. He wasn't. He wasn't down. And I didn't pick him to win, so I don't have a bias. I would have preferred to be right so I could rub it in my fucking Real Talk's fucking face.
Yeah,
But I
no,
was
you can't
wrong.
now, you fucker. That's
But
the great
fuck
part
you,
about
but
this.
no, but fuck you because
No, bitch, because I've been
he's
right
gonna
this whole
fucking win
time, and
the
I was
rematch,
right
you
not
fucking
once.
hole. He's gonna win the rematch, fucking
No,
hole.
I'm gonna be right there waiting, motherfucker.
He's gonna. I do think, in all honesty, I think he's gonna approach the rematch. And I don't mean the nut shots, by the way. But Andre Ward, ahead of the Sergey Kovalev fight, if you look at his build, in the first fight and the second fight, irrespective of too much bullshit, he came back bigger and stronger because he realized, yo, I gotta get more respect from this dude, bro. I gotta get respect. I think Bivol's camp, they're gonna try to puff him up a little bit,
I think
make him
the
crack.
time's on Bivol's side too.
I mean, time
But
is, but it also depends on how fast they get the rematch done. If they do it quickly, then it's negligible.
I
The
feel
main
like
thing
they'll
is
get it done within the first quarter of next year, bro. Or like at
first,
least,
second quarter, the same thing. First, second
yeah.
quarter, and he's gonna want to land with more authority because for you to get off that many punches, and you really couldn't slow him down. That in the 12th, he's still coming after you. He's still trying to maul you. He's still throwing punches and bunches. You need to land with more authority because you're not
Bivol need to
discouraging
go
him.
train with Canelo so he can learn how to power punch.
Shout out to Canelo, bro. Jonathan Lambarena says some dudes that scored for Bivol did the same for. Yup. Haney versus Loma. Did you see all those bodies? Yo, that was the dumbest shit.
I hate that shit, bro.
Since when do judges in boxing award extra for body shots? My knowledge,
I always
it's
say
always
like,
been
oh,
the
Haney's the
opposite.
body snatcher now.
For real, motherfucker. I saw Haney's. Yo. To me, Haney lost that fight. And anybody telling me that he didn't, you a motherfucking lie. You a motherfucking lie. He lost that fight, dog. Same reason. The same reason, motherfucking Beterbiev won is why Loma should have won. My logic is consistent. You taking it to him. You landing punches. Haney didn't hurt shit, but
You're
he
the
looked
older,
hurt.
smaller, weaker guy.
He looked hurt at times, but he didn't hurt
Jules,
shit.
Bro, Loma
that's
was
why
snapping Haney's back nasty, bro. His head
that's
back
why he's
broke.
out here suing people because he got his ass beat and he can't accept it.
That's why boxing scene is writing. That's why boxing scene is writing support Haney articles. I'm gonna do a laughing video about that shit tomorrow. Like, why is Devin not being? What you mean? Why he not being supported? He ducked Loma, and now he acting like a bitch. Stop acting like a bitch.
No,
Just
Jules,
tell
you
him-
don't understand. This is important. If he does this, then if he succeeds in this lawsuit, then
Good
no
for
one will ever cheat
boxing.
again.
Man, listen, man. If you don't get the fuck out of here with that sob story, old bullshit, just fight that bum motherfucker again, beat his ass, because for all the hullabaloo about how you were gonna be the next Floyd and all that glazing and dick sucking, you not up to scratch, my guy. You not. You not.
Jules, just tell him to go buy another pair of those Mario boots. He'll be fine.
He wearing them. He wearing them flash dance. We should have known
Fucking
he was gonna lose.
platformers.
He came with them flash dance socks to a fucking fight. You remember the flash dance socks, bro?
Yeah.
Bro,
The
that
leg
motherfucker was sweating out his ass in that fight, bro.
No,
For
no, we
real.
should have known he would have lost when he and Ryan sat down for that interview, and Ryan actually looked kind of fly in that white suit. He was in there the fucking skull outfit. Like, bro, what the fuck are you
No, it
wearing?
wasn't even that. A motherfucker was wearing, you know, them big old Skechers that the Goffs used to wear. Who remember the Goff kids? They used to wear them big ass Skechers with the big ass sole. Like, yo, what the fuck are you, Super Mario,
Bro,
yo?
them the ones you mean them ones them bitches used to wear to shape their
Yeah,
ass?
this. You remember the scene? You remember the scene, kids, in the days of MySpace? They used to wear all the crazy shit with the big ass shoes.
Fuck.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus.
Devin, who you trying to dress like, bro?
Bro,
Like,
you
what
trying to
is
dress like
happening?
2003 Soldier Boy.
For real,
No,
like he dressed like a video game character or something. Like, the fuck wrong
got the
with
Mickey,
him?
got the Mickey Mouse cleats on. Like, the dude, the fuck.
I'm gonna grab my coffee. I'll be right back.
Did you already talked about Tim and Bakram?
Yeah, we did.
Who y'all got? I missed it. I was here about an hour late.
Tim, like, Bakram is just kind of,
I feel
Apparently.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
Take it.
he's gotten a lot of gifts in Russia. He's not that guy.
Word. Yeah, no, I haven't paid attention to his career at all. I definitely am picking Tim too, though. Just on on experience alone.
I mean, hopefully this fight actually makes it that and doesn't have another last-minute opponent change.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
but honestly, who the fuck could they find literally at the last minute? Are they gonna pull up Erickson Lubin from out of nowhere? I mean,
Oh,
like,
no.
who the fuck are they gonna find?
Keith Thurman.
The ghost of Queef Thurman?
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
The ghost of Queef Thurman?
We told you we'd get you Keith Thurman.
I'd be fucked up.
I would honestly, I would laugh because I've said before. I'm at that point with Tim. It's like, nah, you like Stephen Fulton to me. You deserve this.
No,
You
yeah,
being
I
an
can't feel
idiot with
sorry
your own
for you no
career.
more, bro. I can't feel sorry for you, fam. Like you're stupid.
Like if you ain't a little kid touching fire for the first time. Like
I don't know what
you
fucking
reach for that
sweet
flame,
nothings Al Heyman's was singing in his ear, bro. But like, bro, America ain't that, bro.
I don't necessarily think it was Al Heyman. I think it's his own fucking manager probably put that shit in his head. He probably
I know.
started
Watching
talking to him
Rocky
like he
and
thought
shit.
he thought he was his dad. I think that's what he probably told.
Who?
Tim.
Who's manager? I think he put the idea of coming to America in his head.
Well, no, the way
star.
he said it, it came off like a bucket list kind of thing that he always wanted to come to America. And you know, like we all know that there was a time where America was like a very culturally enriching place and all this bullshit. But he's not gonna know that. Yeah, that time is over, bro. America is a shit show. Like it's a shit show, bro. Like For boxing, it's a shit show, bro. Like, nah, it ain't what it was, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's not what it was when his pops was fighting. That's when it
yeah,
was the time to come here.
exactly. Like when Castillo was fighting, yeah, boxing was lit in America. It goes without saying, but it is not that way now, Timmy. Like, nah, it's dudes that's from over here that can't sell shit. So why would you? If the dudes over here ain't selling shit, why would you, bro? The pay-per-view star in America is from Mexico, bro. Take a hint. He ain't even from here, bro. So I mean, you know, he ain't even from here. Like what make you like nah, this is kind is count like I said, when he first decided to do business with them, I more or less understood because it was about a Charlo fight. It was about landing the undisputed fight. So it's like, yeah, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. But when you saw that he went to 68, that should have told you right then and there, yeah, I got to stop fucking with them because I've been trying to get this dude for a year. He was supposedly injured. First thing he do, he come back, he fight Canelo. Y'all giving me the runaround. That's when he should
Bro,
have
it's
woke
so
up.
bad. It's so bad in America. It's so bad in America. Don't one single American sell better than this little tiny Japanese dude.
That's facts, though. There is no American. If we talking about an American fighter, no. Let's say I don't look. I don't like. Yo, look. I don't like this bitch. I don't like this bitch. I don't fucking like him. But facts is facts. If hoe ass Ryan fought hoe ass Teofimo, that would sell. It would. It would. It ain't
It
gonna do
would.
what he knew. It ain't gonna do what he knew he does. But that shit would sell though. It absolutely would. It would.
But that's a
Boxing
one
being a
off, Jules. Neither one of those fucking guys can sell on their own. That's the problem.
What I'm saying is like consistently on their own. None of these guys bring in the
You're right.
numbers or views.
You're right about that. That for Ryan to continually fight in fights that are gonna move the needle, you would have to fight Teofimo. Barrios would sell just because of the Mexican Chicano angle. Like, yeah, you could sell that though. Like, you could if Barrios stays WBC champion and Ryan were to challenge him, you could sell that, and I think it would do fairly well. Not a million, but yeah, I think it could do 5, right? 5?
Barrios and
Five,
Ryan.
six ish,
With,
5, 6
with
ish. Yeah, you're
Barrios?
right.
I could see 5. I
Y'all
could see
remember he was
5.
going to fight Isaac? Would that have sold? Had he back with
Ignacio Ryan does use a lot of cocaine. That has to count for something.
It
He does
does. It
sniff a
counts for
fair
a
amount
lot,
of
bro.
Had
just
I
sniff a fair
mean,
amount.
I
had
guess, Jules,
Had
but
Isaac beat Rayo, that would have sold.
Yes, like what would have been. That is a great point, by the way, because I always thought that if Isaac wouldn't have got beat by Rayo, or if you just whenever, if you ever made in the period that Isaac had that belt, if you would have made that fight between him and Ryan, that does numbers. Yes, that does numbers. And maybe if he can
So
get
are we fucking really sitting there and saying that Ryan's the one who's doing good numbers in out of all these Americans?
no, he's bringing up specific
he
matchups.
has the potential to do those numbers. In other words, that bro, Mexican fighter versus Mexican national sells. It does, bro. It does. Isaac is a Mexican national. Ryan is a pocho. You can sell it, bro. Yes, you absolutely can.
Pocho.
I don't know that it does a million, but I think it would do fairly well. I absolutely do, and I've always thought that
No,
you
Yeah,
can
he's
sell
right
that.
because
Ryan did a million.
you get all the chilangos that come over here and say fuck that fucking Chicano.
They're gonna Isaac is gonna get an influx of fans just because for that fight, and even better if he were to win it. So there are opportunities out there for Ryan, but I see Real Talk's point that you need specific people to do those numbers. Very specific. It's not like Inoue where he could get out there with a ham sandwich and 20,000 Japanese show up. Yeah, yatta.
So it's kind of like Floyd, how he needed certain opponents to sell, right?
Kind of, yeah.
But speaking how you guys are talking about
Absolutely
Devin,
did.
how you guys are talking about Devin, who dresses gayer, Devin, Stephen Fulton, or Tank?
Tank.
Tank.
Tank, bro. Tank, bro.
Unanimous.
Bro,
That
bro,
homo.
bro, Tank is the homo, bro. Like he is the homo. Like these guys are just
He's the only one
they
that paints his nails,
experiment.
right?
Yeah, like he the one painting his nails,
Bro,
wearing
they
purses.
talking Tank swag, bro.
For real, yo, they trying to be like Tank. But what was I gonna say? What was I going? I came over here thinking about a fight. What was it? I think it was the Zerto CBS. Do you guys think the winner of that fight will fight Ja? Because Ja just beat another motherfucker up this Saturday. He just beat up another motherfucker, right? One-sided fashion. But at some point, somebody gonna have to deal with that, man. Do you think the winner of that one? Who do you think is gonna win that fight? And do you see the winner of that fight fighting Jai?
If it's
I'll
CBS,
go.
if it's CBS, maybe. But if it's Zerto, no. Oscar will keep him far
I
away.
could honestly, Turkey's gonna have to overpay either guy to fight Jai.
Mm, mm.
I agree with Jay that CBS is going to win, and if he does win, I'm right. He will fight Jai. You may need to pay him a lot, but he will fight Jai. Zerto, absolutely no chance.
No chance
that
he
fight
fights Jai, even if he pitches a shutout against CBS.
Hell no. Oscar ain't dumb.
He ain't. You right about that shit, because he damn sure ain't. He
Yeah, no,
damn
I
sure
hope
ain't.
PVS Kids wins this one, bro.
Shout out to PBS, bro. He looks like John Cena, man. He's a great guy. I like that guy.
He looks like John Cena's stunt double.
For real. Wrong Cena. That's, you know what I'm saying? What do you guys think
You
about?
can
No,
see
no, no.
him.
This is a real question. This is a real boxing question. It's very important. Is Nelly Furtado more attractive now that she's old and fat, or did you like her when she was young?
I like Gold Nelly.
You like Golden?
I like me a big bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
She looks better with the weight, right? She looks
Oh
sluttier.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
shit.
love
That
me.
ass
I
is that
love me a
ass.
girl with
Woo,
something to grab on.
he got a big
I-
ass J Lo now.
I see, because I seen a picture just now. I'm like, damn, my ass got fat.
It's that photo where she's showing like with the side
Showing the
But
thigh
it's
with
all in the right places, Jules. That's what matters.
yeah, no bullshit. Like, not even like bad, but it's like she used to be a thin joint. Like, I remember she's like a skinny joint. Like, she's just like, you know what I'm saying? Look like a walker.
I don't really like Westos, bro. I like carne.
No, I think we all do, bro. Like, if push comes to shove, like, I'm gonna be looking at a bitch hard ass clavicle, all ridges and shit.
That's
Yo.
Right? Grand Canyon in there and shit. Tour guy going down. You know what I'm saying?
nigga.
No, because I remember when she came out, I'm like a bird on the fly away. I was like, who's this skinny ass bitch?
I don't
Feed
know.
that bitch.
Jules needs something to keep him warm during them cold winter months.
Nah, y'all
There
seen
you
Lizzie?
go,
Y'all
dog.
seen Lizzie McGuire lately?
Yo,
Bro, Lizzie
June.
McGuire got fucking wedding cake, bro.
Hillary Buff, bro. She went from Hillary Duff to Hillary Buff,
Nah,
bro.
for real,
Cheeks
bro.
is crazy.
I still call that bitch by her Disney name. That's funny as fuck.
Lizzie McGuire, yo. But yeah, I think that takes care. I think that kind of takes care of most of the cards that are going on this year because it's Latino night, right? And Riyadh season Latino night, Gervante's fight, which I'm not buying, and Usyk and Fury, and that's
That's pretty much it for the rest of the year. That's it.
I mean, there's the Top Rank show. I'm not mad at it because I
When
know
is
it's
the
Oh yeah,
Boots
with a
Bam
Keyshawn
card?
Lemos, right? That one.
right. The Jaron Ennis. I like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh
Yeah, the Boots Bam
Bam,
card.
Bam is on it too. Bam is the co-main.
But I ain't gonna lie. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
You know we all watching for Bam.
Yeah, really, because Karen
Probably
gonna
want
try
to
to
see
Karen
fucking
it.
Karen.
But also, I do want to see if he could change. I do want to see if he learned from
No,
not
yeah,
Karen.
Slava Ukraina.
I want to see like Boots. This motherfucker made you look regular, so let's see if you can adjust and adapt and do a better job because he
I
made
might
you
go
look
get
like
my Ukraine flag for that one.
oh shit.
So you're not looking forward to Brian Norman's $1.8 million payday?
Bro, you don't know his shit. Bro, you don't know his shit got canceled. His shit got
that's what I'm
canceled.
saying.
He hurt his hand.
No, matter of
Oh
fact, there
my
were two.
God.
No, there were two Top Rank cards. There's Keyshawn Davis's homecoming fight, and there is Navarrete versus Valdez 2, which I don't like. I get it. I don't mind because I know it's not going to be boring. Like, yes, it's a rematch nobody wanted, but you know they're going to throw punches. You know they are. Like Oscar and Nava, they're going to fight. Rafael and Rotisserie, they're going to fight. Like, it is going to be a fight.
He
I
said
don't mind it. He's overrated, bro. Like, I'm so glad the era of overrated Cuban amateurs is over because I'm just
me too.
I was so sick of the glazing last era.
What a Cuban
He's from
school?
La Finca. El de la Finca. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. That means he throws three punches. That means he throws three punches around, in other words, right? That's what you're telling me. El de la Finca.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
outta
do
here.
it
But
like
the
you
funny
do it
shit
like
is
Canelo.
though, think about that. Brian Norman got no Christmas money this year.
Bro, the shit is that Brian. This is the real conversation piece when it comes to Brian Norman. I believe that entire play was centered around the potentiality of a Lopez fight, But now Lopez is trying to breach his contract and leave Top Rank. So if he leaves, you're the moron. You know, like if they cut him or if he achieves free agency, Brian, you really are a fucking moron.
Yeah, you a jackass, bro.
Yeah,
'Cause
and is
you
Unbiased still defending it?
Unbiased ain't mentioned that dude since that fight got canceled. He ain't said shit about that. He ain't said shit about.
I
It's like,
wonder
y'all,
why.
I mean, guys, we could already argue that Brian Norman is an idiot because look how much money he turned down from his last fight.
bro. The shit is that you don't gotta. I think that what it is you don't gotta win. You just gotta fight. Make a fight of it.
Why is Brian Norman moving like a PBC fighter?
At Top Rank at that?
Because it's his
That's
dumbass
how I
daddy
look at it,
calling all the
because,
shots.
like,
Oh shit!
And
Yo,
his
y'all
manager
summoned
is a
y'all
PBC
summoned the
manager.
demon. Y'all summoned the demon. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Y'all summoned him. Y'all want
There he is.
bring that shit up. That's a sore spot for.
Oh, there she is.
Who?
Isaac said, is it not obvious Sean Zettel is a disingenuous hype man for the American scene, or does he really believe Benavidez KO's Artur? I like Sean, man. I don't want to violate. I don't want to disrespect him. I just disagree. But I like Sean. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him. I'm gonna just say that that's a really bad take, Sean. I would love to talk to you about it. I think Sean's a good guy. I don't mind him. He's got some good takes. That's just one of the bad ones. That's all I
I
can
mean,
say.
I will
makes
say
no
this:
sense.
he makes some good takes, but I do notice an anti-foreign fighter take from him. Go back to the Inoue steroids take
I
in
remember
this
that.
one,
I
and
remember
then
that. Meanwhile, yo, pero la vaina más mala. Meanwhile, Benavidez has Memo Heredia. If we're gonna play that game, like, because we don't know Memo's history in America. Come on, dog. Like, don't do that to Inoue. Don't do him like that. You know.
Wait, Jules, does he still have him? Considering that wasn't Jake Paul drinking his shake lately?
No. He's training him for his night. I mean, like Memo confirmed
oh shit,
that
your
he's back.
groupie's back.
Memo confirmed it. Shout out to
Your
Jerry
Oh,
groupie's
the
Soriano.
back.
titties are gonna
So
come
when
back.
Benavidez beats the man he's been ducking, Morel, then beats the man he's scared of, Beterbiev, will then earn your love, Jules? I mean, if he could beat Beterbiev, I would give him his props, but I don't believe that shit, and
Bro,
neither do
hold
you.
on.
Wait, let me finish. I don't believe that shit, and neither do you. So you need to send me another $5, or I'm going to ignore your ass.
No.
Guys,
If I may,
is that the
Unbiased.
guy
We
that
are
yells?
talking unbiased. He's in the chats, fellas. That's what Jules was talking about. Unbiased. We are talking about you because you was the Brian Norman Jr. PR team for a good 72 hours, and then
Unbiased, how's that
disappeared.
strategy going, bro? That money getting strategy is getting money yet? You know what's gonna happen? You know
no,
what's gonna happen? He gonna come back.
Hey,
He gonna come back. He gonna lose to some dude, some Panamanian or some Mexican cat that because Top Rank know where to find these motherfuckers. They know, like, and Unbiased is going hide under the bed. He ain't gonna talk about boxing for 3 weeks, bro.
no.
Jules,
Because
Hang on. Unbiased says that he's resigned, that he has given up the fight. So
Jules,
okay.
you know damn well Carl Moretti, Todd DeBoff. If he didn't want to take that free money from Eddie to help us out, he's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with.
They're gonna cash him. Like I was told on good authority they wanted him to take the Boots fight. When the second offer came in, they wanted him to take the fight because they would have got a nice piece of that, like a little $300,000, and they don't got to spend nothing. So that's just $300,000 plus for them. They don't got to risk nothing. They don't got to do nothing. It's all love. And y'all motherfuckers wanted too much. Don't think Top Rank gonna spend that on you, because they not. Your whole strategy is centered around the potentiality of a Teofimo Lopez fight. And he's in the middle of a legal battle with them. He doesn't want to fight. So what's your alternative? You're going to fight some nondescript. He either going to be from Eastern Bloc or he going to be from Mexico or someplace, and somebody going to fuck you up. I already see it like it's next year. Somebody going to fuck him up.
Not only gonna fuck him up.
Uncle Bob is the type to look like, bro, you cost me $300,000. You made me lose money.
Because you know you can't make him fight nowhere where he's gonna generate the money. That's not Top Rank. Like, what we get for a Brian Norman main event? What we gonna make, dog? Motherfuckers gonna be paying in coupons, bro. Like, come on, B.
No,
Should have took that
Brian
fight.
Brian Norman's gonna get his ass whipped, and then he's gonna fight a couple of nondescript bums, and then he's gonna start hanging around Boots begging for the fight. Like, why won't you fight me? You ducked me. You ducked me.
And you know what's
and then I'm gonna make a
hilarious?
23-minute episode of the relay all about you, Unbiased. I'm gonna make a 23-minute episode. I
Oh,
only
bro,
keep it
I
at
Hey,
had to
18.
download that shit.
But you know
Make a
what's even
23-minute
funnier?
episode.
Ever since the big buzz of the band Boots car, we haven't heard Brian Norman or Pete. No one's talking about him. His dad's not doing no interviews.
No, because his dad. No, don't you remember that his dad had a Hulk? Eddie's trying to take the IBF from Boots. He's gonna send him the like all this bullshit, and that's why I be hating that shit. Because it's like, why do Americans gravitate towards so much dumb shit and then act like it didn't happen? That was just a few weeks ago. Brian Norman was saying that. Yeah, Eddie trying to get the IBF to give it to Conor Ben. He gonna send Boots to Germany. All this bullshit. Nope, none of that happened. None of that happened. I
Bro, I
thought
feel
Question.
like
Question. How did Eddie get the fight on his platform when he lost the purse bid? Like, how did that happen?
Easy. It's like I didn't hear this from anywhere, but this is likely how it happened. While P2M is a good little promotional outfit in Germany, in all likelihood, Matchroom offered Karen more money to come to America than they were willing to give Karen. That's the only way it works out. That you were going to make X. Remember that this is a mandated fight. The splits are set. You were going to make X based on that purse bid, based on the purse bid they won. We'll pay you, on top of that, we'll pay you more to come to America. Now, granted that it forces Matchroom to pay more than they initially bid, in the end, it's a smart play. Like, this is your price stallion, pay up. You can't have your
yeah, because that shit doesn't look
you
good.
can't have
And
your
it
bull,
saves.
you can't have your prize stallion somewhere in fucking Cologne, Germany, fighting a fucking Ukrainian. That's a horrible look, bro.
Yeah.
And
Fix
it,
that
it
shit.
saves.
That's what I
It
was thinking.
saves. But it saves P2 the financial obligation of like, yo, what if we don't make no fucking money on
That
this?
as well. That P2M had the burden of trying to do an entire card around that fight. That is that a big fight in Germany? Ukrainian versus guy from Philly? That's a big fight in Germany? I don't think so. I don't think so. And
Yeah.
that's on top of all the other people. That's on top of the other people on the show that you would have had to pay and all the other operational costs. They alleviate that burden for you and they pay your fighter extra. You don't pay nothing and you take your percentage out of his purse. Everybody
And
wins.
But here's the thing, like with Boots, like, bro, this is the bed you laid in. Like, this bed you made, so you gotta lay in it. You spent all your time being super loyal to Showtime, fighting this, like, what, 30 some odd bum fights against people nobody heard, and now you shouldn't having to overpay Ukrainians to get fights over here.
But I'll say this, that he made up for it because they're not. What you got to look at is, Stanionis is fucked. He's got to fight Gaiasov. And you're not gonna get with Gaiasov what you would have got with Boots, and you might lose. So that's all bad for you. Barrios now has to hope that he doesn't lose on that November show. Because remember, Barrios is fighting on the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson undercard. He's fighting on that shit. Let's hope he doesn't lose.
But he's fighting Abel Ramos, Jules. That's not exactly a killer he's taking on.
But I bet it, and Mario is a killer. We trust Mario.
No, but I mean, let's keep a buck though. Abel Ramos is a guy who's lost pretty much to every big name guy he's ever
And-
fought.
Wait a minute, and Mario
So,
hasn't
Mario
lost to
Barrios.
every big name guy that he ever fought. I'm just telling you, with a guy like Mario, you never really know. He could get Kosei Tanaka, bro. It could happen. But the point is, best case scenario, Mario keeps his belt. Very best case scenario. The real money at welterweight is Boots after that, because nobody else is going to pay you guys 7-figure nothing unless it's to fight him. The only other guy who might fight, and I know you're not going to get Ryan in the ring with Stanionis. No. You're not going to get Ryan in the ring with Brian Norman. No.
That's for sure.
Right? So the only other money at welterweight, somebody who's interested in fighting you because he wants to unify, is Boots. Aside from Ryan, who is very selective, the only guy who's going to be offering any real money at 147 is Boots. So
Now,
you could keep
saying
rolling the dice if you want, motherfuckers.
you keep saying Stanionis is gonna fight. Like, are we gonna find him out of his mother's basement? Like, come on now.
Saying
Well,
because that fight got ordered, bro. That shit got ordered.
Yeah,
So
but
he's
he's
got-
going to off his mother's couch. I mean, come
No,
on.
only once. It was, bro. Only once, and it was recent. So the PBC finds themselves in a real fucked up situation because you got to pay for this fight now. Either you got to pay for this fight that no one on earth gives a fuck about, or it goes to Matchroom, and then you risk losing that belt to a matchroom fighter, because if it's a matchroom show, that gives Gaiasov the advantage, you know? So it's a fucked up situation for them because you just got that belt, you might lose it. It's either that or it's either, and I don't see Stanionis on nobody's show neither. Let's see if he end up on. I don't see his name on Javante's show. So we'll see.
Like you said that they ordered the fight with Stanionis, but how many times did they order the fight with Stanionis? And he's like, no, just pay me the step aside money. Because that's been his financial plan.
I mean, yeah, but he's a champion now. He doesn't have a choice, and Gaiasov wants his shot. So it's either the PBC ends up paying for a shitty fight. That's why it's interesting to me. Will the PBC even pay to do this? Because you're basically pouring money down the drain if you pay for it. The better alternative is, hey, you send him the matchroom and you hope for the best. Let them pay for that shit. You get your cut out of Stanionis' purse. You get your cut, and let them pay for that shit.
It'd be one
Yo,
person
Jules,
that the matchroom doesn't lose.
Quick question: is there any way that they can delay that fight, quote unquote, being made? Because I'm thinking if your boy Barrios ends up beating Ramos and holds on to his belt, they might try to do that shit. They might try to do a quote unquote unification in order to avoid having to give up that belt.
Granted, I don't dismiss that possibility. The problem is the order for the Gaiasov fight came down weeks ago. Barrios hasn't even fought yet, and he won't fight until November. How you'd have to delay it for a while, bro, like a long while, like next year. I don't think they got that kind of time. I don't think they do. No, the order came down weeks ago. We just got to wait and see. Is it going to be on Matchroom or is it going to be on PBC? It might be on Matchroom because I'm like, PBC, not dumb. Y'all don't got money to blow on no whack ass fight like this, bro. Nobody knows Stanionis like that, but even less people know Gaiasov.
Jules, what do you think?
I think that if they're smart, you let Stanionis go to Matchroom, defend the title over there, let them do it on their dime so that you can get a cut of his purse, because remember, he's the champion. He's going to get the lion's share of the pot. So I don't know what Matchroom is willing to pay this dude. I feel like they might pay him 300 thou, but that comes out better for the PBC because then they don't have to spend nothing. We just get a cut of your purse. We don't got to spend nothing. Let Matchroom pay for that shit so that their fighter gets the title shot he wants. That's what I think might happen. Because really, I don't think they got the money to do a doo-doo fight like that. That's a doo-doo fight. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna waste no money on that shit.
Speaking of the governing bodies, did you see the big story with WBO getting really specific about the Fundora exception? Because they literally said, like, oh, okay.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I
and
did
like
see
the guy
that.
has to be top 10, right?
Top
Yeah, they
15.
I mean, the main shit they said is it can't be Spence.
No.
That's the main. That's literally what they said. Like,
fucking
it
funny.
can't be Spence. Like, you could fight. All right, you motherfucker. You could fight
It can't be
somebody,
that bitch though.
but not him. Like, yo,
Like,
that's
here's
fucked
That's
up.
fucking hilarious.
Here's a
Jules.
list.
Isn't that a good thing? That's good, right?
No, it is. Like,
It's like,
here's a
yo,
list
that's
of
like
15
opening up
dudes.
your chicken nuggets and it's a little piece of doo-doo in the box, bro. You open up your chicken nugget shit, it's a little doo-doo in it. That's fucked up. Like, he's probably about to celebrate this. Yay, I get to fight Spence. Like, nah, motherfucker. He probably gonna fight him anyway, though.
Here's a list of 15 people you're allowed to fight.
Either that or you might rematch. No, he's not gonna rematch Zoo because Zoo's got the fight coming up, right?
No, Zoo one. Not only does Zoo have the fight coming up this weekend, but George Rose wants to move straight into a Crawford fight. That's literally what he wants to.
You think he'll get it?
That's the question that I have. Will Turkey and Terrence be willing to revisit that fight? That's the question that I have, because y'all just let Sebastian Fundora off the hook. Y'all didn't have to do that. Y'all could have pressed him and at least got that belt from him.
That's what I was arguing earlier on Athletic Mind before he kicked me off, was that why did Crawford take his foot off of Fundora's neck?
Even now I don't know, because okay, let's say you're waiting for Canelo, right? Well, that don't mean you can't get a belt out this motherfucker. That don't mean that. It don't.
Yeah, like
motherfucker,
you would have either had a belt or a fight.
Yeah,
Jules,
like
I was gonna say though, could it be that the reason that Crawford decided to not take that fight and give fucking Fundora the exception was maybe he felt like he wasn't gonna get the quote unquote purse that he wanted to fight that fucking guy?
no, porque el que está controlando todo eso es Turkey. Like, it's not the situation that it was, de que no, que lo que ellos me pagan a mí. No, you're the one giving out the big purses now. That's where Terrence is at. That Terrence fights moving forward. It's a Riyadh season show, and Turkey's footing the bill. So I don't think it's a money thing per se with Fundora. I just wonder, are you still after Canelo, bro? That's what I'm wondering. Like, are you putting that off because you're still waiting for Canelo, since you know he doesn't have anything to do right now? That's the only thing and if he is, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I personally don't. It doesn't make no sense to me, Jules. We saw that man is he ain't going up no more. Like I'm sorry, 54 is the cap with him. I can't see him being at 60
No, lo que
and
me
fighting
molesta a
some of
mí,
these dudes at 60.
lo que me molesta a mí is that bro, it's cool that you want Canelo. I don't knock you for that. But unless Canelo's chomping at the bit to fight you, enough of that already. Enough of that. You don't have time to waste. You're 37. You don't have time to waste. Get the foot. You got 2 fights, and you can make history in a way that no other fighter in this era has made it. Nobody has been a 3-time undisputed champion. Nobody, not 3 times. No. So do that. It's 2 fights, bro. That's all it is. 2 fights.
I just personally, I don't understand why Crawford is so scared to stand alone, bro.
¿Cómo así?
Like, bro, you don't need Spence or Canelo to stay relevant, bro. Just do you.
No, I mean, like, we can't, like, I'm not going to do that to him because a lot of the time that he lost was because he was in a division full of cowards, and I haven't soon forgotten that. He tried to fight these people. He tried to fight Thurman. He tried to fight Danny. It's not his fault that Sean waited till the last minute. It's not his fault that Spence waited till the last minute. None of that is his fault, and there was nothing else he could do. Nothing. Now he's at 54, and I'm saying, look, you have the kind of money behind you that you didn't have before. This guy doesn't give a fuck. He'll pay whatever. So get these 2 bastards in the ring and finish off next year. Finish your career. It's only 2 fights, bro. It's only 2.
Yeah, it's
Zoo?
like the money you think that you're gonna get from the Canelo fight, you can make that on your own in these 2 fights, bro.
Yeah, like it's only 2 guys. Zoo, Fundora. That's it.
Now,
That's
Jules,
it.
let me ask you something real quick. You mentioned that you remember like the only reason that Crawford and Porter fought is because it was ordered by the WBO. Now, if that hadn't happened, if that hadn't happened, do you think they would have ever fought?
No, absolutely not.
Yep, I agree.
Frankly, the only reason I think Sean took the fight is because Top Rank, and it's still this stupid game that people are playing like they don't understand anything. Top Rank pays better than the PBC. That's not. That's
Yeah,
like that's
that's just a
known.
marketing gimmick from PBC that they're the richest, all that bullshit. Floyd Mayweather.
The money that they go to pay-per-view to get, Top Rank pays out. Shakur was getting 3+. Crawford 3+. Fury, forget it. They burnt millions on Fury. PBC guys got to go on pay-per-view to get that kind of dough. That's where they got to go to get that kind of dough. When Danny Garcia fought Errol Spence, the guaranteed purse was something. I think it was like 2 to Spence, guaranteed 2, and 1 to Danny, 1.5. I think it was. It was something like that. When Sean and Spence fought their unification match, the guaranteed purses was 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Bro, Crawford got more than that guaranteed to fight Amir Khan. It's a like, yo no quiero decir lo que es because, not that kind of channel. But it's the identity politics thing that, oh, you just saying it's okay for Al to do dumb shit like that. The old Bob guy is always the bad guy, and Al is always the good guy, even when he paying motherfuckers less. How is Terrence being guaranteed more dough up front to fight Amir Khan than y'all getting to unify with each other? But you telling me he's the cheap one? I don't think so.
Jules, but then those jokers argue in bad faith because then they're the ones that start moving the goalposts, talking about, oh, well, he got more money on the back end and all this other bullshit. That's what they come up with.
And that's bodega talk. That's bodega haircut talk. That's barbershop talk. Like, what back end, bro? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What back end? The back end of what? Your asshole? Fuck is you
Jules,
talking about?
Jules, Spence got 58% cut of all pay-per-view proceeds. It's in the contract.
He
that
got
he
extra
signed.
butter on his popcorn. Stupid shit like that, bro. Like stupid shit like bro. What back in y'all talk about every PBC fighter like he Floyd. He get all the hot dog water after the store closed. He gets all the hot dog water. He gets to take it home and bathe it. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
All he can
So-
want.
Right? Like it's dumb shit. Like Top Rank pays out better because they're on a bigger platform. They get that at least then. I don't know about now. I've been hearing some bad things lately. But they were paying out better because they were getting a bigger budget, more money. Now the stuff I'm hearing, it's like it's not horrible. Top Rank is not happy because they feel that ESPN is not giving them priority. Though at the same time, the UFC may be leaving ESPN next year when the contract is up. There's going to be a bidding war between Amazon and I think Amazon and Netflix. I think it is, and you figure that if the UFC leaves ESPN, that might be a chance for a Top Rank to come to the forefront since you don't have that anymore. They might put more priority on you now if they leave. So we'll see. That's a evolving situation. But what I've been told is Top Rank is not happy. They're not happy. They feel like they're not being prioritized. So they themselves might want to go somewhere else. Or
Well,
at least
I
Go ahead.
get that, but at the same time, ESPN's probably not happy with Top Rank. It's like all your stars end up being assholes who don't fight. Teofimo.
Yes, but if you think about you're thinking about it at the individual level, you have to think about it in terms of numbers when you talk about the relationship between ESPN and Top Rank. You kind of have to think about that in terms of numbers. Did you deliver us numbers? And
Yeah, because
they
you got to
did.
think about overall units moved, and the units being moved are us viewing. So it's like, yeah, their top stars might be assholes, but overall, their views as a whole are actually pretty good.
For them to have done what they did with that Michaela Mayer fight is insane. To me, that's insane because not only was the fight on at an ungodly hour, but it actually brought in like 1 million or some shit. I'm like,
You're close to it.
wow.
I'm like, damn.
Wow. That's and for the broadcaster, that's what they want. They want your content to deliver that. If you pay attention to the metrics that Top Rank brought them the last 5 years, they did do that consistently. Shakur Stevenson regularly did over 1 million views whenever he fought, and it wasn't over budget because none of his fights were billed as pay-per-views, so they didn't miss anything. Everything they worked the budget well. They brought in good metrics to the platform, not just with him, but with some other fighters also, some other fights. So it's like if you're ESPN, I don't really think you're going to be mad at that. The problem is it looks like you were more focused on UFC because it brings you more metrics, which is understandable, but you're about to lose them. So if you lose them, your boxing shit is really all you have in terms of combat sports. So maybe you'll give it more priority when that happens because and once again, that's what I was told from the inside of the inside. UFC's leaving. Could be a bidding war between Amazon and Netflix for UFC rights. Top Rank is not happy, so now they might want to branch out. They might want to work with another broadcaster. But my whole thing is who? Who? If you're not happy with ESPN, where would you go? And that's where I started thinking, what, Netflix? Does Netflix have an interest in boxing and combat sports? And I thought, well, they are doing that Jake Paul thing, right? They're doing that. So maybe they do have a fleeting interest in combat sports. It's hard to imagine that Top Rank would go to the zone. I would want that. I would want them to go
Oh, me
there.
too. Hell yeah.
But it's hard to imagine that they would. Like that's like a best case scenario because then you get Golden Boy, Matchroom, Top Rank, all on the same shit. That's a best case scenario. But Todd do
Because
both.
honestly, once they do that, it's like because I got the Disney bundle. The only reason I'm keeping it is because it's cheaper to keep like Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. If they leave ESPN, I'm probably not gonna have ESPN. Or I'll probably cancel.
Honestly, yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I watch it anyways to watch.
That's
Top
the only
Rank.
reason I got that shit. Like I don't need that shit without that shit. Shout out to motherfucking Pugilist Zone. Top Rank put on stinkers with Shakur and ESPN. I'm not saying that they didn't, Pugilist. I'm just saying you're thinking about it from a boxing fan's perspective, and that's not the perspective of ESPN in this conversation. Stinker or not, those Shakur Stevenson fights brought in over 1 million viewers on a Saturday night. That's good. to the broadcaster, they're still going to look at that as a good thing. And every time you do that, it's a good thing. So I'm not telling you to like Shakur's performance. I'm saying that it's a different lens they're looking at this through. And Top Rank held up their end of the bargain. Their content brought in metrics, albeit, sometimes fight wasn't really
Yeah, we
good,
didn't
but
have to like
No.
the shit, but it moved units, bro.
yeah. And
Actually,
that's the
I got a
main
question,
thing for
though.
the broadcaster. Go ahead.
And this is mostly wishful thinking because I think it'd be funny. Given that they have moved the needle in ESPN, if they don't resign, do you think Fox Sports would be interested in them?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't
I
know that.
doubt it, bro. Honestly,
I mean, I don't rule it out because Fox does have like you motherfuckers got to understand something about Fox too. Fox is bigger than a son of a bitch. You understand?
and they just get
Fox
bought
is in
out by Disney.
Fox is in Australia, my people. That shit is big, bro. That's a big umbrella you
Mhm.
talking about. So with an umbrella that big, you never really know. Like maybe Peacock. Remember, for some fucking odd reason, Peacock bought the U.S. rights to boxer shows. It's like
Thank
it's
you.
not bad. It's not bad, but it's like so you just bought the rights to British boxing matches, but you don't have no American ones. You never know. Maybe they fuck with them. Peacock is NBC shit. NBC is big too. You never you. It's open right now. It's open.
Jules, remember they did have that platform for a couple years, that Ring City shit, where they
Right.
were trying to get that off the ground, but for some reason it didn't work out.
The shit is that and the Ring City was kind of like Pro Box before Pro Box. A lot of those fights were actually good. A lot of them,
Yeah.
but it's just the boxers aren't that known, so there's only
Yeah.
so much you can do. You
I mean,
know.
speaking of pro boxers, like, do they show all their stuff on the YouTube channel now instead of the app?
Yeah, like I don't.
Okay.
I gotta check my subscription shit if I'm still subscribed to that fucking app. Because if
That's
I
why
am,
that's why I asked, because I noticed they've been putting a lot of their
No, Jules,
a lot
but
of shows
isn't that app
on their
like
YouTube channel.
$2 a month?
no, bro, like that's
That's
$2 I could be
yeah,
saving.
that's why I'm asking.
Times out here.
Because like literally they had the last fight. What they have Rosario and Hurd on there, like on the live YouTube shit.
Yeah,
On the
like
YouTube
no,
channel.
everything is on the channel now.
That's
Wow.
that's 8 quarter waters you're not getting, Jules.
Listen, Jay, I don't know if Jay was here for this, but I told you this is what I suspect, Jay. Pro Box
Yeah.
is pro bellum.
Oh yeah, I was here when you said that. I remember. Yeah.
There's no way you're turning over a profit from. There's no way you're
Yeah.
turning over a profit from any of this, unless
because like it's a very obscure small platform, but like it's still sticking
But
around.
the setup is good. The weird thing is that the setup is good. They
Yeah.
have known people. They have enough of a budget, whatever they're doing, to do shows on a regular bro, they do shows on a more regular basis than the PBC without pay-per-view.
and not that I'm complaining, because a lot of the fights on there are actually pretty good.
No, I like
I'm not,
them.
yeah, so yeah.
But you gotta ask, where is the money coming from?
Yes.
Because none of this is cheap.
Where's the fund? Where's the funding? Yeah,
It's literally floating in from the ocean off the coast of Florida.
I mean, the Pro Box. I mean, do they have fighters like? I mean, didn't they just do a show in Lamont Roach? He just had a hometown show.
Look,
on there, right?
they even got look. They even got their own skank ass bitches. All right, ain't
Yeah.
no way these skank ass bitches is working on consignment or nothing. Somebody's paying these bitches. So
You mean they got their own brand of skank?
bro, you see they ring girls, bro. They ring girls is on point. I don't think they paying them bitches in airline peanuts. They got money, bro. They got money.
Now, where that money comes from, probably best not to say.
Hey, Jules, the ring girls hold the ring cards up during the fight, and then in between rounds, they be out here fucking slanging.
For real, they throwing 8 balls into the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, but realistically, when you look at the setup that they have, it's actually pretty good. And what is odd, you don't have a major broadcaster giving you a budget. So who's paying for all of this?
My main concern.
I think it's my man Danny K.
Whew.
I think it's my man. Pro Bellum, Pro Box. What's the difference, bro?
That's not a coincidence.
I said it when Pro Bellum went under. Be weary of any obscure outfit that pops up in boxing that seems to pull money out of the sky, because that's what Pro Bellum did. Like, yo, how are y'all signing all these fighters? How is y'all doing all of this?
Shout out to organized crime, man. Keeping boxing going since 1900.
real.
As long as it's organized, bro. That's all I ask. As long as it's organized, you know.
Hey,
It's
Jules,
not
speaking of Pro Box, we forgot to mention they got a pretty damn good little fight coming up. I don't know if you've seen it.
yo the
The
fucking Kobe.
Axeman against JoJo.
That's a good ass. I did see.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good ass fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucking Jules. Every time I mention it, oh man, you're a pro box shill. Somebody
No,
else
no.
mentioned it. That's a good fight.
Wait a minute. Now wait a minute, you fucking
Fucker.
prick. Who was it?
Fuck
Wait,
you and
wait a
your
minute, you fucking prick. Who was it that Danny K tried to swipe?
What?
Remember? Who was it that Danny K tried to sign as a fighter? Who was it? Got into a lawsuit and all of that.
Shit, I don't remember.
JoJo Diaz.
Oh, it was him.
Yep.
Oh,
Who's
shit.
fight-
Oh,
who's fighting the X-Man?
Oh,
JoJo Diaz. I'm telling you, like, it's
All
the writings
coincidence?
on the
I
wall.
think
but that's
not.
some
Writings
that's some
on the-
Sherlock Holmes type shit, bro.
I'm telling
Like-
you, like, remember one of the whole things that happened with the Danny K shit is he tried to swipe. I forgot what managerial team. I forgot who it is, and they
The
tried to,
Heredias, Jules.
right, and they got mad. They're like, "Yo, he trying to steal JoJo from us." Blah 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 blah. All this bullshit, and they say gave him a lawsuit, but that shit ain't going nowhere, bro. You ain't getting Danny K over here to do nothing. Coincidentally, where is JoJo Diaz fighting? Pro Box.
Wow. So does that mean he's not with Golden Boy anymore? Was this a one-off?
You think? He ain't at Pro Box because Oscar got something for his ass to do.
Because he done lost like I don't know how many times now.
Bro,
Like,
this shit,
shit,
he don't got nothing for him to do. Like he already done been through the ringer with fucking William Zepeda. William punched that motherfucker up, man. Like
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, William fucked him up.
punched that motherfucker up.
Jules, and it's funny too because they wrote an article recently. I think it might have been on fucking Boxing Scene maybe about a month or so ago. Apparently, old Danny K was paying for JoJo to get into fucking rehab.
Bro,
You're saying
I told
Word.
bro, ask yourself a question. When Showtime went under, right? Boxing Scene was for sale. Who bought it?
Oh, CBS.
No.
Danny.
Come on, motherfuckers. Pro Box. Pro Box bought it.
All right, that makes sense.
Now
That makes
ask
sense.
yourself a question. How the fuck? I'm not saying it costs a whole lot of money, but still, this is an outfit that doesn't have a broadcast deal. So how are you paying for all of this? How? It ain't hard. It ain't hard
Personally,
to tell,
personally,
motherfucker.
Guys
I think it's drug. I think it's drug money. What do y'all think? I think
guys in the chat are saying
Drugs?
No.
guys in the chat are saying that JoJo's in rehab right now.
what?
No, he about to be in Pro Box right now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He got a fight coming up in a little over a week's time, bro.
Yeah, country. The thing is, in the article they wrote about him, the way it's set up is that he goes to meetings during the day and then he trains at night.
Ah, okay.
But what I told motherfuckers then, this whole shit, because remember, that was 3 years ago, fellas. Dije, no, que the U.S. government y toda la vaina de Danny K. Y yo dije, ellos no van a hacer nada. Unless you're talking about extraditing him, which you're not going to do shit. He's going to cool out.
Isn't he hiding in Turkey's hometown?
He's in Dubai, baby.
Yeah.
Dubai.
They can't touch him there.
Because lo que la gente no saben es que because they don't extradite, that's the gangster's paradise. Like the song, Gangster's Paradise. That's Dubai. It's a lot of dirty motherfuckers in Dubai. A lot of dirty money.
Diddy should have went there with his dumb ass.
No,
Diddy.
He was trying to, but he got caught before he could take off.
Ain't that where Russell Simmons went to chill out at? Ain't
He went to Bali, Jules. There's
Bali,
anher
right.
country.
No, Ignacio, it was worse than that. It was worse than that. Diddy left and then came back, and then they caught his ass.
He should have stayed over there, bro.
Yeah, he should have fucking stayed wherever he was at.
Motherfucker turned the plane around because he forgot his baby oil. Like, what a fucking
fucking moron. No, but we know it's a wrap for him, dog. Like it's like it's over, bro. Like I just wonder how many people he will implicate because you got to implicate somebody, bro. You got to give him something, you know. unless
Did,
unless they Epstein your ass. You know, then it ain't about shit. You know.
are you saying that Epstein didn't unalive himself?
Hey man, I'm just saying it's a lot of coincidences out here. But yeah, yo, I always thought like I said that immediately when all this shit kicked off. Be wary of any obscure brand that suddenly pops up that is well to do, that seems to pull all their resources out of thin air. Because it's like, as much as I like Pro Box, if you don't have a broadcaster giving you a budget, then how are you paying for all of this? How? It's not hard to
And also, too, how are you getting famous fighters to be your announcers?
This is what I'm saying. This is what this is, you know, and I'm not mad at it because once again, I'm not against crime as long as it's organized. I'm not against it. Danny K never did shit to me, dog. So you know.
I think Danny K sent suitcases to Chris Algieri, Paulie Malignaggi, Juan Manuel Marquez. All them motherfuckers opened their door one day and a suitcase full of money just appeared.
And I'm not I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because I like that element. I've a fondness for the era of the mafioso in boxing. It was the best era, you know, and yeah, I'm not mad at that. But I definitely think that's Danny's operation. They're just more low key now because the mistake that he made was he did too much too fast. You know, like I think he really wanted to change his image, but he was publicizing it too much. And it's like, bro, the people in Ireland are not going to let you get away with that. They're going to bring up all that bullshit every chance they get. So you can't clean up your image this way. The best thing for you to do is be a behind the scenes guy, be that guy, and be that guy for a while. And then after a while, you can stick your head out of the sand. Be that guy for a while, the behind the scenes guy, so that when people ask about you, oh yeah, Danny K, that's the boxing guy. They're not going to associate you with all that other shit. No, that's the boxing guy. Yeah, a couple of years ago they said he was in some shit, but then you would have been able to say he was never arrested because that was a fact. Danny K was never arrested for anything they accused him of in Ireland. When shit got hot, he dipped, granted, and that's not a good look, but on paper they didn't have nothing on you, bro. It was all alleged. Your problem was you tried to blow up too much and you was announcing too much of what you're doing. You popping up too much in pitches with these people. You making it hot for them. You can't do it that way. You got to stay behind the scenes. I'm talking about a decade, my dude, maybe longer. You stay behind the scenes. You do the boxing thing behind the scenes so that when people ask about you, if your name come up, you Danny K, the boxing guy, not Danny K, the gangster.
No, he needs to take a page out of Al Heyman's book. Like, I don't want to say anything good about Al Heyman, but like, he was involved with some dirty shit in the music industry. But what did he do? Stayed in the back, behind the scenes, and now he's Al Heyman, everyone's favorite boxing dad.
Now, when you bring up Al Heyman, you must be talking about boxing. You must be, because you ain't gonna bring him up for nothing else. You know, that's what Danny K should have did. But the Probellum thing was also suspicious. That how could an outfit the outfit announced? I remember when they came out. Now I was like, yeah, something going on here. Y'all moving too fast. Y'all making friends with people in Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Canada, America, everywhere. I'm like, they're everywhere. It's almost like a global crime syndicate. Y'all signing fighters that if the fighter ain't signed, oh, they signed a Probellum. It's like y'all making it hot. Y'all don't need to be announcing all this. You could do this on paper, but you don't need to be announcing it. And that's you drew too much attention to yourself, you know. But they smart. They shut that shit down, rebranded it, came back as something else. That's how you do that.
And I actually like this brand more because this is the boxing recovery program.
Yeah, Probellum felt kind of gay.
Yeah.
Probellum. Yeah. It sounds like I'm saying prophylactic.
Sounds like an ointment or something, you know?
Yeah, like if your ass hurts, Probellum.
No, it sounds like
you got hemorrhoids, Probellum.
Probellum,
nail polish brand.
Yeah, they tried to use what's more scummy than making Richard fucking Schaefer the face of the company because he's the president. It's supposedly his baby. That nah, dog. I could tell something going on if y'all hiring this motherfucker because his reputation been in the dirt since the Golden Boy shit. His reputation been in the dirt. Like you scammed Oscar, bro.
By the way, side note, y'all heard about Ben Whitaker destroying people's phones?
Oh, I heard about that shit, but he deserved that shit. Oh, it ain't no way he hurt his ankle, bro. Like you can see the entire fall There's no way you hurt your ankle.
Impact at
Yeah,
all, like none.
that was such a lie.
That dude, you just didn't want to be there because not for nothing. Shout out to Ade Oladipo. He said it. The way that fight was going, looked like you was about to lose, bro. That's the way that
Yep,
fight was going.
and he knew it, so he wanted out.
He wasn't shaking and shimmying that night, motherfucker.
But he was going to be the next Prince Hassim. He was going to be shucking and jiving and clowning people during fights. Like, come on.
Like you doing that, and I can't stress it enough that it's okay to do that, but you do that with a somebody, not a bunch of nobodies, not a bunch of fucking bring along fights. What kind of jackass are you? You supposed to be boxing, my dude, getting your rounds in. You ain't supposed to be doing all this extra shit. What kind of asshole is he? We'll see what they do, bro, because he looking bad right now, not for nothing. He looking bad.
He makes Josh Kelly look like Prince Nassim. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Honestly. Now look, I'm gonna go live again before the big Tim Tszyu fight. Y'all motherfuckers, same bat time, same bat channel.
By the way, Jules, ball Fulton, who you got?
You motherfucker.